Oh, it's in the same way Del Tufo gets his Emmys.
No.
Group project.
Audio ones.
So it's kind of.
Oh, and you're the only one working a fader.
No, but
Okay.
there's only like two of me on a show.
It's still more than one.
Let me ask you this question. When Fox won all those Emmys, did you go up there or did Jerry go up there? Who went up there? Did Jerry Steinberg go up there or did you go up there?
No, Jerry wouldn't go. The audio people do and the technical people do. So when I've won the audio,
I've seen Jerry go up on the stage quite a bit.
That's the audio crew. We get him. But I'm saying, yes, you're right. I get you, Rich. But it's still 8.
I don't. By the way, I don't denigrate your value or your worth.
I'm
not insulting you at all. Not even a little bit.
I do.
Really drinks?
I didn't tell you to go get a shine box.
By the way, if you guys win one, I'll never hear the end of it from.
I'm trying to help Brocard here. How am I the bad guy?
If we win, that means
I
you
win
also
too.
So
exactly. But I can't wait. It'll happen.
I hope
when it
does because
I'm going to hear it.
I'm going to act like the Cowboys won the Super Bowl if that happens.
You realize we're all on the same side here.
Of course we are. Okay. I love you guys. You think I hate? I mean, no, I'm kidding.
Well, there's times.
Why do they do this?
Sometimes you post things.
You bring it to yourself.
Tim in Phoenix, Arizona will take your phone call. What's up, Tim?
Hey, man.
Scattaboo to you.
Scattaboo season.
Okay, and Scattaboo to you as well.
Boo.
So I guess you're more Tempe than Tucson, right? Obviously.
I
in
am.
Phoenix.
I am.
Makes sense. Got it.
But what I'd like to say, Rich, is first of all, Chris is always right when it comes to firings.
Oh my God.
Second of all,
his cousin.
Do not feed the animals, Tim. Oh my God.
What are you doing, Tim?
He knows Tim, Rich. Don't worry about that.
As a kid growing up in Indianapolis in 1974 and Arlington youth football, I played for the Colts, and I became a lifelong Colt fan.
Okay.
We built the dome and all that, and the Colts came to town and went to 2 Super Bowls.
Yes.
It's so great. I was on Letterman.
Yes.
You know, it's so good. Beth Henderson interviewed me. We had huge parties.
Uh-oh. When are we taking a turn, Tim? When does this take a turn? What happens?
Well, actually,
what happened?
It did. And I did the win-loss game with Susie back before the season, and I predicted exactly what was going to happen. And
down to the Achilles?
I'm sorry?
Down to the Achilles? Let me see here.
I don't know if I was exactly right. I
wrote it down.
To the right numbers, but the 7 games. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to, if TJ will allow me to, I would like to use his release of fandom.
Oh, no.
After 52 years from the Colts. As long as Ballard's there, I'm out. And a lot of people feel like this.
Whoa. All right, Tim. Once Rich Eisen Consulting makes up the paperwork, we're going to end up having to charge you the 40 cents if you don't sign it,
I'll pay the 40 cents, sir.
Okay. Oh, do you really want us to make this up and send it to you, Tim? For real?
I really do.
Okay.
I really do.
Tim, stay on hold. Here comes Adam. Be nice to him. He's nervous about his Bears. All right, there goes Tim in Phoenix.
Wow.
Dang.
We're here.
2 years.
We're here for you.
That's a long time.
We're here for fans.
Wow.
I don't know.
I know what he feels.
Hey, man, listen, the Colts went from 7-1 to 8-9. I understand. This is a bad taste. This is a bad taste.
But they lost their quarterback.
Dude.
Had to bring a retired guy off.
I know, because the kid that they drafted snapped a band went in his eye and knocked him out for the year. It's just a weird set of circumstances.
Really weird.
And we were playing so well.
I know. For sure. Hey, great show, everybody.
Great show.
Awesome.
Great show.
Let's do it again.
Ashton Kutcher is going to be our guest first up on our ESPN Friday show. Rich Eisen here. LinkedIn Jobs is stepping things up with their new AI assistant so you can feel confident you're finding top talent. Get this. Employees hired through LinkedIn are 30% more likely to stick around for at least a year compared to those hired through the leading competitor. Hire right the first time. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/Eisen, then promote it to use LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant, making it easier and faster to find top candidates. That's linkedin.com/Eisen to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check the weather first, before wearing face paint to the game.
Bro, your Go Cats is dripping into your nachos.
Oh, and now paint is in my eyes.
Interception! Did you see that?
No.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
If you missed Pirate Radio Live, you missed
our guy, Cy Seymour.
I have the trifecta. See, I had the Pirates winning. And
I know what you're going to say.
Yes, you do. The Commanders won.
Hey, what's number 3, Cy?
I don't know if Rivers quarterback Dallas or not, but they need him. But anyway, they also lost.
The Cowboys losing is the trifecta, completes the trifecta for old Cy.
Pirate Radio Live, weekdays from 3 to 6, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Jeff Stein here at Brown & Wood Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Brown & Wood's award-winning service department is open Monday through Friday. And don't forget, we have free pickup and drop-off. Every customer, when you come in for service, heavy repair, maintenance, it doesn't matter. You get a free car wash, dry, and vacuum. We've also got Tom Brown's favorite tagline, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it? Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team. We buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no-obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting pirates.
Avast Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. 2026 has set sail and a new year means new gear. Take advantage of our end-of-year markdowns. You'll find major deals all throughout the store through the month of January. And don't forget, January means out with the old and in with the new. Loyal and bold, we'll buy your guns and gold. Start your year smart by trading treasures with us. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
You would do anything to keep your family safe. Don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. Hi, this is Mike Robertson, the owner of SCI Technologies. We have recently merged with High-Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. The most cost-effective solutions for your home or business security and life safety needs. SCI Technologies, 252-321-7006. That's 321-7006.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in the NC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bugged up.
What's up, Pirate Nation? This your guy, Rahjai Harris, and my spot to fuel up for great food in Greenville is Basil's. Looking for lunch today? Basil's lunch menu features signature pizzas, pastas, sandwiches, and salads starting at just $11. After work, grab a dinner and drink with friends with delicious rotating chefs features and plenty of ice-cold specials at the bar. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant on Fire Tower in Greenville. Basil's, pirates supporting pirates.
Straight out of Kinston, Chili Water by Carolina Ice Company just iced the competition. Officially ranked the #1 American-sourced water on the H2O Score app and #2 in global purity, beating out 99.9% of those overpriced premium glass bottles. Purified or sparkling, both built to dominate your cooler. Find participating locations and order online at chiliwater.com or find us on Amazon. Tap into something better. Zero sugar, zero plastic, zero regrets. Stay chilly.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
We got Jarrett here. Hey, Jarrett.
Hey,
and we got left side.
Strong side.
Y'all are intimidating guys. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity type guys, and that's intimidating.
Gun, first down ECU, spinning free, still on his feet. Marlon Gunn Jr. is gone. baby.
You already know, my guy.
Pirate pride, baby. Pirate pride.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock once again out. He'll be back on Monday. For the meantime, I'm filling in, and we're bringing another edition of Pirate Radio Live to you today, Thursday, January 8th. It's a beautiful day. A little cloudy, but the sun's been shining. A little warm. It's a great day, and we got a jam-packed, loaded show for you. And you can catch this show right here, Pirate Radio TV on YouTube, 9:30 and 12:50 a.m., 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington, online at pr927fm.com, and obviously the great Pirate Radio app brought to you by Flatlands Jessup and Carolina Caliber. We will talk to, in about 20 minutes, Zach Kaplan. Big Ten matchup tonight. We know Big Ten Cappy's gonna, Big Ten Cappy's going to deliver the news on Indiana versus Oregon in the college football playoff. Also, Caden Hauser going to Illinois, another Big Ten involved story. And also, Zach Kaplan was in Nashville on Monday night for the FCS Championship. We'll get a recap of his experience and the exhilarating game between Illinois State and Montana State. Coming up in hour number 2, we got the dog of the D. And we got Danny Beal. Haven't talked to DB in a while, but some baseball news coming out today. Perfect game. Top 25 rankings. East Carolina sitting there at 25. So we'll talk some ECU baseball and Patriots in the playoffs with our guy DB. Coming up in hour 3, we got former East Carolina defensive coordinator Greg Hudson and our guy Rahjai Harris, number 47. Going to be a great show, jam-packed, loaded show for you. And Jamie says Indiana, Oregon is tomorrow. That's right. Wait, it's Big Ten. We got Big Ten Cappy coming in studio in about 15 to 20 minutes. And we got Shirley Rhodes, Jackson, running audio and video. Appreciate the both of you. And for the first time this week, as himself, we have Chandler Honeycutt on my left side.
Strong side.
What's up, Chandler? How you?
That is not true. I was here on Monday.
With me, first time here with me.
With you.
Yeah.
You have done a great job, by the way. I don't know if anybody's told you that, but you have done a great job. I've been tuned in. I've been tuned in, and J-Bone, you're doing a phenomenal job, my friend.
I appreciate it.
It sounds so beautiful. I want to give all the glory to God.
I mean, you had the President of the United States on yesterday. Something that Clip Brock has never done.
I don't think Clip would want him on. But yeah, yesterday I saw Trump tweeted out about John Harbaugh. I'm like, hey, Chandler, I just need you for like 30 seconds. And you turned it into 10 minutes. You filled a whole segment, so I appreciate you. Yeah, great show yesterday with Donnell Coley, Parker Bird, J.D. Lampley, and everybody else. It's been a great week filling in for Clip Brock. Ready for Clip to get back on Monday. Miss Clip. But hey, we're making do. We're having fun here in the Pirate Radio studios. Before we get into anything else, let's check in with the Chili Water chat gang. Jamie says, hey now.
Hey now.
Jerry says, hello.
Hello.
La, la, la. Jerry says, we are the Chili Water chat gang. Jamie says, what am I, chopped liver? Because Chandler said, hey, get y'all's rear ends in here.
Yeah, I didn't mean that to you, Jamie. You kind of started it. But yeah, now we're starting to fill up the Chili Water chat gang. Thanks, Jamie.
Jerry says, is that Chandler or Trump making demands? LOL. And Steve Hill says, hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Oh, man, where do you want to start, Chandler? We've been talking Military Bowl all week. We'll talk Military Bowl. Danny Beal was there.
He was?
With Treya Savage and somebody else.
It was the law firm, Wyatt Lunster Seaton.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We'll get his thoughts on his experience in Annapolis, and also we'll talk about Military Bowl with Greg Hudson and Rahjai Harris. But yeah, more portal news coming out today. Another running back, a Greenville native coming in at running back, Michael Allen from NC State, UNLV, Marshall, by way of J.H. Rose High School, right down the road from here.
Yeah, I remember when he went to state, I was a little bummed out that we weren't able to get Michael Allen out of our own backyard. But with the transfer portal, years later, we got him.
So, oh, yeah, man.
So this is going to be his fourth team. It seems like everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of the guys we get to come in here. And Mike Wright was one last year. For some, it's their second or third, or for like a person like Mike Wright or Michael Allen, It's their fourth team.
Yeah, and I talked to Rahjai Harris. We'll hear that conversation in hour 3 about the transfer portal acquisitions, and he says, I don't really know any of these guys coming in. I've seen maybe a little bit of them on TV, a little bit of them on film, but he hosted Michael Allen for a visit when Michael Allen was leaving NC State.
Okay.
So a little bit of insight there. Rahjai familiar with the running back coming in. More portal news since we'll refresh you on the whole squad coming in. UCF defensive back Christian Peterson, Furman wide receiver Jakeith Hamilton, FIU cornerback Ashton Lovells, University of Texas Rio Grande Valley tight end Ismail Smith Flores, North Texas running back Ashton Gray coming along with Jordan Davis, as well as North Texas wide receiver Landon Sides, Northern Arizona guard Ethan Kramer coming to town, and last night App State tight end Cannon Hamlet, he will be joining the Pirates. And as of today, we have 2 new commits, Minnesota defensive back Jalen Bowden, and like I previously mentioned, Michael Allen from NC State, UNLV, and Marshall by way of J.H. Rose High School.
Yeah, and I'm really excited about the 2 North Texas guys coming in, of course, with us getting their offensive coordinator and Jordan Davis. And both of those guys had playing time at North Texas. And I believe that running back had about 400 yards rushing this past year with 4 or 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, 152 yards and 2 touchdowns in the bowl game.
Wow.
With Jordan Davis calling plays.
Yeah, so very excited to get that guy. And then we got the exciting white.
Exciting white. I was waiting for somebody to say exciting white, Landon Sides. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, obviously, I haven't seen any of these people play outside of Ashton Gray and Landon Sides just from watching North Texas since they are in the American Conference. But, got to see them on the field to really know what you get, because I was excited for Parker Jenkins and Jaquez Petaway.
Right.
They never really found their footing this season with the team, but they were new to JDB's system. They hadn't previously played for JDB. With these guys, probably going to be a different story because they're familiar with Jordan Davis.
It's going to be like that every year, wondering if these guys can perform on the field. We did it with Caton Hauser. We wondered if he could be the guy for us. And at the start of his career here at East Carolina, he was not the guy. Jake Garcia taking the starting job. He ended up getting the job halfway through his first year. Turned out to be so good that he's going to Illinois, going back to the Big Ten. And you could say the same thing for Anthony Smith. Didn't get much action at NC State. How good would he be? And he's the MVP of our bowl game this past year. So every year you're going to look at these guys. You're going to look at the list of guys and be like, who's going to be a dud? Who's going to be a stud?
Well, speaking of Anthony Smith, this might have been like my 3rd or 4th week interning here. And I remember me, you, Clip Brock. We were like, hey, man, this Anthony Smith guy, he's supposed to be speedy. Possession catcher, he could really be a big part of this offense. And Brett's like, this guy sucks. He never played at NC State. He's got no stats. And it's like, well, Brett, he broke his freaking leg. Like, of course he's got no stats. He didn't play. He broke his leg.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, miss Brett. But yeah, kind of glad he's not here.
Hope you liking Jersey. Tell Clip Brock I said hey.
Oh yeah, Clip in Jersey as well. Now let's get into what everybody really wants to talk about. And that's Pirate basketball. Talked to Ryan Wallen of Owls Daily yesterday. I was not very excited or confident going into the game, but then Ryan Wallen said, Temple doesn't really have the size to limit Gio Imajuru, and they didn't. Gio Imajuru, 19 points, 9 rebounds, a typical stat line from the big man. And Jordan Riley, man, another typical stat line from Jordan Riley, 29 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. But then it's a typical performance from everybody else. Demetri Gardner, 2 points. Isaiah Mbank, 0 points. Tybo Bailey, 2 points. Luke Davis only had 4 minutes, which, we've seen him play a bigger role with this team. He's played up to 28 minutes in a game, but Eli DeLaurier comes back. 16 minutes, 10 points, 5 for 5. His best performance of the season. He was not that great before he went down. He came in last night, gave us good minutes off the bench, didn't miss a shot. Reed Kaysen, 2 points. Patty D'Arcy, 0 points. Corey Cocker, 3 points. And, I talked about yesterday, want to see Corey Cocker come off the bench. When R.J. Felton was struggling last year, he went to the bench to see the game and then come in. He still played his typical 30 minutes or so. And that's R.J. by God Felton. Yeah. We're talking about Corey Cocker here. I wanted to see the same thing because he was supposed to be that big portal acquisition. Him and Gio Emajuru, they were supposed to really be the key pieces of this team to go along with the core we were bringing back. And we've seen it from Gio. Haven't seen it from Corey. And him moving to the bench didn't really do much.
Yeah, and maybe just after one game, let's see it after another game and let him get used to it. But you're just going to have to. You're going to need a third person to kind of gel. You can't have Emajuru and Riley kind of carry this trailer for East Carolina basketball. And it seemed like at the beginning of the year there was only one guy performing, and now it seems like both of those guys are getting comfortable and doing all they can to help this basketball squad. But it's going to take more than those two guys, and who's that going to be? I have no idea.
I mean, as of late, it's been Luke Davis and Tybo Bailey, but like I said, Delorier coming back and adding Dimitri Gardner, Luke Davis minutes goes elsewhere. And Tybo Bailey, it just wasn't his night. 0 for 6 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3. It's not always going to be like that for Tybo. But just watching that game last night, 21 points in the first half, I'm just like, man, we scored 92 points in the first game. What happened to that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I will be honest. I was not watching the game last night, but I saw my good buddy. He's going to be on the show here in just about 10 minutes. Zach Kaplan said, take a guess of how many points the East Carolina basketball's got in the first half right now. And I was like, 15. I don't know. 15, 16, 21.
Well, it never got out of hand.
I said, all right.
It never really got out of hand in the first half. I mean, we kept it within a few throughout the majority of the first half. And then, this team just hits those stretches where they go cold. And they ended up fighting back. Jordan Riley's 29 points made it not one possession, but within 10. So, I mean, there were some bright spots once again. And Jamie brings up, it was close, but covered Temple 7.5. The back door was open, but Pirates couldn't get it done. Susan Deans is in the chat. Chandler, are you ready for Saturday? Cam Newton is going to get the stadium pumped up.
Yeah.
Nope.
Cam Newton back in the bank. He is going to be the keep pounding drummer. Excited about that. So I will actually. So I have a family gathering at 4:00, and so I will be at that. We will be at a restaurant. So I will try to find a TV.
The 2 playoff games the Raiders have played in my lifetime, well, not my lifetime, but in my fandom life, I have locked myself in a room and not spoken to anybody the entire day. And we played the early game those days. Yeah. So I don't know how you're going to do it. I mean, I guess you witnessed a Super Bowl run. So
I did.
A wild card game at 8 and 9 doesn't really tickle your fancy.
No.
But, I would not be participating in a family function.
Well, look, family comes first. Family comes first. So I will enjoy seeing my family, who I've not seen since this time last year. But they will have to excuse me for a handful of times to go.
Would you please?
Would you please? Would you excuse me, please? I'm going to the bar right quick. But no, I'm very excited about it, Susan. Very excited about the first home playoff game in 10 years.
Yeah, we'll talk more, obviously, about it tomorrow with Tony Dunn, C3 Panther podcast at 4:00. Before we take a break, Chandler, some baseball news has come out today. Perfect Game has put out a plethora of things. Ethan Norby, second team all-conference from Perfect Game. Ethan Norby, also an All-American from Perfect Game. And Pirates are 25th in the preseason poll. Other teams from the Carolinas on this poll. Coastal Carolina 17th. They were in the College Baseball World Series last year. The University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill is 18th. Campbell is 20th, and NC State ranks 22nd.
All right.
What do you think about the Pirates being a preseason top 25 team?
Well, if I was Cliff Godwin, I would say it doesn't mean anything. And
it means there's like 80 publications in college baseball that comes out with this. I'm pretty sure in one of them, East Carolina will be like 40th. But I love this team this year.
I do too.
I've been excited about this team even before we got the portal acquisitions.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to be a great year for the Pirates.
No, I like that we're in the top 25 to start the year. And, it seems like that's how it is every single year. It seems like it's the standard for East Carolina baseball going into the year. And, of course, the baseball team and the head coach of this baseball team, Cliff Godwin, do not care about it. They try to ignore the noise. But as us fans and us media members, it is exciting to know that your program is looked at as one of the top programs in the country. And despite East Carolina having a slow year to start the year off last year, but going on that run in the conference tournament, and then going to a regional in Coastal and almost winning that regional.
Yeah.
That respect is back, and it's showing with these top 25 preseason
Yeah,
polls.
and Parker Bird had a great line yesterday when he joined me. He said 35 wins last season, and that's a down year for East Carolina. So, I mean, and they're just better. They bring back that core group: Ethan Norby, Austin Irby, Colby Wallace, Braden Burris, Braxton Trammell, Walker Barron behind the plate. Hey, this is going to be a special ball club this year. And just from what I'm hearing from guys like Mully and talking to Parker Bird, a lot of the transfer portal acquisitions are going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, I've been listening to your segments with those guys, especially Mully, who knows a lot about this program, has kind of an inside look at this program, and I'm hearing a lot of good things just outside of Mully about the pitching depth and the talent that we have in the bullpen coming up. So, and just having maybe a starting rotation ready to go the first weekend, because I feel like maybe the last year or two we've kind of thrown out a rotation to start the year and see how it works and see how it sticks, but it sounds like maybe we will have a complete and concrete Friday, Saturday, Sunday starting lineup.
Yeah, and in every season I've been watching Pirate baseball, I've always designated one guy as my guy. You know, I mean, obviously there's great play, Ethan Norby, Colby Wallace, just to name a few, but Alex Boucher is going to be my guy this year.
Man,
it was tough to watch. A lot of Alex Boucher last year, and he would tell you that. Like I said, Mully and Parker Bird have talked about it with just the errors and the strikeouts. But him being like, "Hey, I don't want to play anywhere else.
Right.
I want to be right here. What do I got to do to help this team win?" And him transitioning over to pitcher, I'm very excited to see Alex Boucher take the mound this year. And one thing about Ethan Norby, I'm going to ask Danny Beal about this, because you rarely saw Ethan Norby struggle last year.
No,
how can he get better?
Yeah, where does he go from here?
Yeah,
I guess having 19 strikeout games like he did in against Coastal.
Yeah, and then he doesn't even win American Pitcher of the Week.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess Blake Gillespie threw a no-hitter, but whatever. One more check-in with the Chili Water chat gang, and we'll take a break to get the Big Ten Cappy, Zach Kaplan. Kenny Curling says, I try to watch ECU basketball, but I've seen better shooting in the backyard pickup game between friends. Kenny also says, Chandler, how many days till Pirate baseball?
We will have that after the break.
None.
Because I'm
pretty sure there's more than none. But
I will have that number, and I'll also have how many days away we are from ECU versus Alabama on the David Price Construction countdown to first pitch and kickoff.
Yeah, John Moody says, all is right with the world. Coach Harrell and Tesh making the walk around campus. I always like riding around downtown, seeing them walk together.
Blake Harrell was near my house the other day walking.
Really?
Yeah.
He lived right next to the stadium.
Yeah, I looked over and I was like, that's Blake Harrell.
And PJ says, hey, by the way. He also says, do y'all have any info about the jungle parking, seating / standing? I know the jungle lot is not going to be accessible. I do not have any information.
By the way, back to basketball right quick. Coming up Sunday, they're back in Minges, and then you will be able to see the Military Bowl trophy.
Oh yeah, and meet some of the players.
And meet some of the players. So if you plan on going to Minges Sunday, get there early. You'll be able to take pictures with the Military Bowl trophy and take a picture with some of your favorite Pirates as well.
It's at 12:30. You can also meet me. I'll be there. I'll be there covering the event for Pirate Radio. We'll go ahead and take a break, and on the other side of that, Big Ten Cappy Zach Kaplan going to join us, and much more coming up on the Pirate Radio Live.
This holiday season, give yourself the gift of a brighter, healthier smile at Michaels & Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. From routine cleanings to cosmetic services, our caring team is here to help you shine for every photo, party, and family gathering. Michaels & Gateway combines gentle, family-friendly care with the latest technology to keep you confident all year long. Start the year smiling. Call today or visit us online to schedule your appointment. Michaels & Gateway Family Dentistry, spreading cheer one smile at a time. From our family to yours, Merry Christmas.
Greenville Motor Company has proudly served Greenville for over 40 years. Driven by service, powered by trust, locally owned and operated by Tommy and Brian Cook and the Cook family. When you're looking for your next ride, choose from a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs, domestic or import. If they don't have exactly what you want, they'll locate it for you. From your very first car to that luxury automobile you've always dreamed of, it's Greenville Motor Company, 1000 Southwest Greenville Boulevard, DriveHereNow.com. Driven by service, powered by trust, Greenville Motor Company.
Straight out of Kinston, Chili Water by Carolina Ice Company just iced the competition. Officially ranked the #1 American-sourced water on the H2O Score app and #2 in global purity, beating out 99.9% of those overpriced premium glass bottles. Purified or sparkling, both built to dominate your cooler. Find participating locations and order online at chiliwater.com or find us on Amazon. Tap into something better. Zero sugar, zero plastic, zero regrets. Stay chilly.
One of the biggest advantages of working with a local insurance agency like Flatlands Jessup is our independence. Unlike the cavemen and khaki wearers at national agencies, we shop multiple insurance carriers under one roof to save you time and truly find the best coverage for you. We don't charge a consulting fee. You can get help from the local award-winning team without paying a penny more than you would if you enrolled yourself. Convenience, cost savings, customer service, that's a win. Flatlands Jessup, your whole world covered.
If you're hungry for a great steak with honest-to-goodness flavor, head over to Larry's Steakhouse, open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m. Serving up hand-cut, aged ribeyes, tender grilled salmon, bold grilled shrimp, and juicy grilled pork chops, all right off the flame. Pile your plate high with a 25-item salad bar. Try one of our hearty daily lunch specials. Larry's Steakhouse, good food, good folks, and a good time. Located at 2800 East 10th Street across from the old Highway Patrol Station. Call 751-6510 for takeout and reservations. Larry's Steakhouse.
You've had your new computer a few years now, but lately it's been running super slow, acting strange, and you're worried about viruses and losing data.
This is driving me mad!
Let the experts at University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern professionally diagnose your Mac or PC to see what's really going on. They'll determine the root cause and not just symptoms, so you don't waste money fixing the wrong issues. Call 252-558-1280 for in-store or remote service, or make an appointment online at universitypccare.com.
There's no better gift than the gift of confidence. At Beauty Bar Medi Spa, we'll help you glow all season long. From Botox, dermal fillers to facials and advanced laser treatments, our expert team delivers results that make you feel radiant, refreshed, and holiday party ready. And the best part, your journey begins with a free consultation, personalized just for you. Don't wait. Call Beauty Bar Medi Spa today or book online. Beauty Bar Medi Spa, because glowing skin is always in season. Go Pirates!
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
This is ECU head baseball coach Cliff Godwin, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Flatlands Jessup and Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. and is the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town, along with sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Tiebreakers with 2 locations in Greenville at Bells Fork and on Greenville Boulevard, and on Railroad Street in Winterville. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's J-Bone.
All right. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you, Jackson. We are back. Still to come. Hour 2, Dog of the D, Danny Beal. Hour 3, former East Carolina defensive coordinator Greg Hudson, and our guy, number 47, Rahjai Harris. But right now, joining us at the head of the table, Big Ten.
Hey, Zach.
Big Ten Cappy, Zach Kaplan. How we doing?
Doing great, J-Bone. Thanks for having me on. You're doing a great job this week.
Dude, you're like, I love you. You're my buddy, but you're an idiot. You texted me last night. You're like, do you need me for the show? It's like, yeah. I need you. Like, everything is going regularly scheduled program.
Well, it was more I usually confirm a trivia each week, and I didn't have trivia, obviously, last night, Clip. Thinking of you, thinking of your family, of course, this week.
Yep.
And it was more just a confirmation text. I wasn't thinking about how I phrased it.
I send a confirmation text the morning of.
Okay.
That's what I do. Unless I'm like scheduling somebody, I'll do that night before. Confirmation is.
Now I know.
Yeah. Well, Cliff will be back next week, so you don't have to deal with this anymore. Chandler's also here.
What's up? Oh, am I still on?
Yep. Salesman. We're live.
Salesman.
Chandler's been killing it, man. This is the third day of me hosting the show, and I've missed having Chandler on. But, man, killing it. 3 in a row?
3 in a row. 3 days
Three in a row, man. First week back, and this guy's 3 straight dingers.
Yep. Proud to announce Donald Trump broke this yesterday. Turn our home team live line back on for 2026. So glad to have them on and sponsoring our live line. On This Day is back. I met with Jimmy Stallings at Ron Ayers Motorsports. They're going to be starting back in February. So appreciate them. And they had a great 50th year anniversary last year. He said they did great, enjoyed celebrating. So excited for another year of Ron Ayers Motorsports being the On This Day sponsor too. So, and I'm trying to think of the other one that I had the other day. Who did I get? Played Against Sports.
Played Against Sports, man.
Played Against Sports.
What do they do?
Buy, sell, trade.
Okay. Very nice. I was telling Donnell yesterday, once you announced that we got Turner Home Team Live Line back, I was like, Pirate Radio's got a great young core. Me and you, I mean, we're the only ones under 40 years old. We are a great young core. Something to build around here.
Yeah.
A lot like the Panthers. Panthers got some good young players, a little ahead of schedule, which may not be the best thing for them.
No.
But it's got to be great to see your team make the playoffs.
Absolutely. I mean, especially after a 7-8 year drought. It is exciting. We got into the playoffs not the way I wanted to. I wanted to win on Saturday and celebrate on Saturday, but instead we had to rely on the Dirty Birds, the Atlanta Falcons, on Sunday. But they get it done. I appreciate the Falcons, and the Panthers are dancing in the playoffs.
Yeah, Zach, you'll agree with me. I think everybody will agree with me. That's the most Panther way to make the playoffs.
It was the only way, and I knew just going into the weekend, it just felt right, especially with the Saints, sitting a lot of guys and having guys out, and it was like, Kamara, Olave. I'm like, the Falcons will beat them, and that's how we're going to get a Panthers home playoff game with Cam Newton in attendance.
Yep, and we'll talk more about the NFL playoffs as your segments roll on. Obviously, Patriots back in after some tumultuous years post Brady.
You could have used those years.
Yeah,
I thought I was going to have 10 of them.
That's kind of the joke. But Zach, me and you, it's our beat to cover ECU basketball.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on the game last night?
Yeah, just kind of a tough offensive performance was kind of what stood out to me, that side of the ball. Chandler and I were talking about it. Actually, Chandler and I were at a local establishment, and I said, Chandler, at halftime, I said, how many points do you think the Pirates have?
You could say the Buccaneer Music Hall. They're a sponsor.
I was trying to remember.
He was so hammered watching East Carolina basketball.
Mainly the Celtics.
Yeah.
Mainly the Celtics Nuggets game.
Done and dusted.
No, that's probably ECU basketball at the moment.
But you did ask me, and I was very shocked. I was very shocked.
Chandler guessed 15.
Yeah.
The answer was 21.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a sign of they're very easy to scheme against. You can double Jordan. You can, if you have a good big that can handle Gio in the paint, or get him in foul trouble, and then force anyone else to beat you.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody
they didn't really do that great of a job of limiting Gio, and Jordan really had a great second half, finished with 29 points. It's just it's the same story. The supporting cast. And I said all show yesterday, like, hey, maybe let's look to take Corey Cocker off the bench. Like, you can still give him his 30, 34 minutes. And listening to the game on the radio, I felt pretty smart that he wasn't starting. I was like, I called that. But that didn't really do much either. He comes in, makes his first three-point basket, which was good that we made some three-point shots in the game. But I really don't know where you go from here. I'm running out of things to say where it's just like, maybe try this and it'll work.
Well, and look, right, they did. And I asked Mike Schwartz about this at one point with the injuries they had. Would they bring in someone mid-year?
And they did.
They did do that. I don't know if that's grammatically correct way of saying that, but they bring in a guy and still kind of been slow to get off the ground with that too.
The two guys who have been very impressive outside of Jordan and Gio have been Tybo, and it wasn't his night last night, and I don't expect that from Tybo really again this season. And Luke Davis, and now with Delorier back and bringing in Dimitri Gardner, there goes Luke Davis's minutes. And I'm not going to crap on Delorier. Him being back is good for the team. It adds more bodies. It adds depth. And he went 5 for 5. So he was great last night. But you got to find a way to get Luke more than 4 minutes, I feel like.
I agree. And I think with the way that he's impacted winning in his time, just, when they were playing a little better before the Carolina game, like you saw him getting more minutes and being out there. I'm always biased. He's a local guy. Local guys doing well is good for us.
Well, and for that position, he gives you the best defensive option. Like Eli is going to gives you a better scoring option. Hell, Vito Perkovic gives you a better scoring option than Luke Davis. But really, with this team, you need boards, you need defense.
And both have been hard to come by. And the scoring last night was really hard to come by, at least in the first half. And it felt like, and they've had they did have the comeback against Buffalo, so they've done it in games. But you can't build big holes like that to just climb out of, when you're playing good teams. And Temple's a lot better, as you saw last night. They're 11-5 now on the year. They're certainly, last year they were really bad. 2 years ago, they were trying to lose games. Actively, like literally. Yeah. And, it's a sign of another team that's kind of switched spots with ECU and the American this year, where ECU was able to get the wins over teams like that last year. And, this year it's just going to be a work in progress. Like Chandler said, 36 days to baseball.
Hey, you mentioned big holes. It looked like the Pirates were going to be in a big hole in the bowl game with how many people they lost: offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, quarterback, wide receiver 2, tight end 2. It was so many things, but they got it done. You were there. What were your thoughts?
Yeah, just what a gutty win by a team that care. I was curious kind of throughout the week, like how much did they care? How motivated were they? And Blake was really loose with them. Like they went to a Caps game, they went to a Commanders game. Like it wasn't like very structured during the week, and it impressed me on Saturday how they came out, especially on the defensive side of the ball, and really set the tone. I say Saturday as it feels like last week. It's felt like almost 2 weeks now. Yeah. But it was that side of the ball that set the tone and kind of got the offense to wake up as that game went on. Yeah. And really impressive the way they were able to power through, beat a Pitt team that has probably definitely had more talent on the field that day.
They outgained us.
But it didn't matter.
What really was our saving grace was them not converting fourth downs and then putting the ball on the ground. Yeah. That's a credit to our defense. And going into that game, it's like, the defense is going to be the defense, but you got a true freshman at starting quarterback. Chandler, you were there. How impressed were you with Chaston Ditto?
I was very impressed. I think he managed. I think the word is he managed the game well. I think he didn't turn the ball over. He didn't make mistakes that you usually see from rookie quarterbacks. And he found his top target, which was Anthony Smith. And that's, I think, the game plan going into the game without your offensive coordinator is, if you're going to throw the ball, find Anthony Smith. And he was able to find him a couple times for a score. So I was very impressed. He's not the biggest quarterback. No. Definitely not the biggest quarterback. Very small quarterback, him. But no, I was very impressed the way he was not able to, get rattled, especially after the turnover, after the inverted whistle. Yeah. Then he gets hit, strip sacked, and what does he do? He comes out, throws a strike to Anthony Smith for a score.
And that's been my big thing all week, is like, that just shows how great the coaching is, because the team keeps their composure and the leadership as well. Marlon Gunn, Anthony Smith, very big leaders on that team, being the seniors, and they didn't hang their heads. They just went back right out there and took care of business.
One thing I'll also say about Dida, that just being on the field, I think Chandler and I noticed there was a lot of cooks in the kitchen as far as play calling, as far as voice in the headset.
Blake Harrell talked about that. Yeah. Prior to going to Maryland, he talked about that Monday with us. Mm-hmm. Just like it's going to be a collective effort. Matt Maddox and Rodney Freeman, I think, were really the two going with it, and Rodney Freeman calling plays. But like you said, a lot of cooks,
and that alone can rattle you. Not even the defense, but just having so many different, I guess, cooks in the kitchen, as you would say, could maybe confuse him, maybe get him nervous or rattle him. But he seemed very composed.
Well, Chaston Zita was great, and Zach, you are a Penn State alum.
I am.
You have notoriously named yourself Big Ten Cappy. So what do you think about Caden Hauser committing to Illinois?
Yeah, that was interesting to see. I was I've said on this program before, I thought maybe he'd go back to the West Coast, but instead goes back to the Big Ten. I think he's a good replacement for Altmaier there, which, Pirate fans, are obviously, there's a mix of emotions with him leaving and, going there. But, from a fit standpoint, I think it makes sense. I'm sure Brett Beal has been in touch with them long before whatever day he entered the portal. I think it was like December 8th or 15th. But, that's probably been a long-range conversation, is my guess, that he was one of those schools that, because he took his visit right away. Yeah. He went to Arkansas right away. So I'm sure those have been in the works for a minute now. It's a good landing spot for him. I don't think Pirate fans are going to be that much worse off next year with some of the pieces they have coming in. And, obviously so much of the offseason talk early was about the departures, but it really seems like they've done a nice job of filling some of these holes offensively. I don't know why hole is the operative term of the day, but, they've really done a good job of bringing people in, and I've been impressed by the offseason so far.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to build a little optimism because the top teams in the American this past season, they lost their coaches, and now they're losing all their players. At least we still got the head guy in charge.
And to me, and Mike Wright said it's a Bailey and I post game, and I believe it firmly that as long as Harrell's here, he's a good judge of people. He's a good judge of guys that work and guys that don't. And if that's still the case, as long as that's the case, I think he's made good hires on both sides of the ball. Ironic that he's done it. You lose Josh Aldrich to an American school, and then he brings in two coordinators from American schools, but. I mean, One Rand had a hand in the best offense in the conference last year, and the Memphis defense, although they didn't look good against ECU, certainly has been one of the better ones in the conference the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, and I was interested in seeing, with Jordan Davis coming to East Carolina from North Texas, who I didn't think that we would get Mestamaker or whatever his last name. No, I didn't expect that to happen.
I mean, I've heard 4.5, I've heard 3.5. The guy's getting a boatload of money.
Yeah, I didn't expect to get him.
I don't want East Carolina to go get a $4.5 million quarterback.
No.
That's insane.
So I didn't expect us to get him, but I was like, what other pieces on that roster, on that offensive side of the ball can we get? And I think we got a couple of guys that can make an impact early on for East Carolina with the running back, and then obviously the exciting White.
Yeah, Landon Sides. But Jamie in the chat gang says Illinois will be lucky to finish mid-pack of the Big Ten.
They'll be
correct.
Upper mid.
Do you think Kyle Whittingham bolsters Michigan? Do you think they start getting back? I mean, they finished ranked top 20 this year.
Not right away.
Do you think that is a good hire at the end of the day?
It's a short-term hire.
Yeah, well, he's 67,
I just don't think it's going to be a long-term thing. I think 5 years max. Yeah, he's 67. Like you said, I'm not making the joke. Don't make it in the chili water check-in.
Nobody was meant. Just continue.
How he's going to coach? I mean, Belichick is what? And we're already like, this is going to, this is could end any day now. And it's, and when you saw Mac Brown go back to Carolina, it was the same thing. And he was he was about 2 years older, if I remember right. And that's the problem when you hire a coach like this who's been at Utah since I've been watching college football, is that it seems like a 4 or 5 year fix to what will eventually be what is the succession plan at Michigan.
Yeah, well, even if Michigan doesn't compete like they have with Harbaugh or anything, Illinois, I don't think really they're not going to crack the top 4 teams in that conference.
No, I think you have Indiana, Oregon, Ohio State are going to be firmly.
And I mean, USC had a under the radar good year. Penn State could be back with Matt Campbell. Which I'm not even going to mention Wisconsin. I'm an idiot for even thinking of them.
Well, they pulled some upsets late in the year, but it's not.
To hell with Wisconsin.
Including over Illinois, by the way.
I hate Wisconsin. I hate Luke Fickell, and the fact they're bringing them back is bad. But Illinois, they'll be good. They'll be fine. They'll win 9 games like they did this year. It's going to be fine. Right. Let's go ahead and take a break, and on the other side, we'll talk about Zach Kaplan's trip to Nashville, FCS Championship.
Oh,
what a game. People were moving weddings. Women were holding in children because of Illinois State versus Montana State. We'll talk about that, Pats in the playoffs, and more going on in Eastern North Carolina sports. We'll be right back after this.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon's delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue Electric, Plumbing, and Air.
The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. Doug Henry of Greenville is under new management with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Come on down and purchase the vehicle of your dreams today at Doug Henry of Greenville. Right on the corner, right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville. Go Pirates!
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
Your future is full of possibilities, and Pitt Community College can help you explore every option. You can earn a degree, learn a trade, transfer to a university, or launch a new career. We offer the support you need to succeed with flexible schedules, affordable tuition, and programs designed for the real world. Your path, your future, your college. Pitt Community College.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
UBE and PirateWare.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWare.com. Go Pirates!
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of Pip Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 five-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. Pip, where business goes to grow.
What's up, Pirate Nation? This your guy, Rahjai Harris, and my spot to fuel up for great food in Greenville is Basil's. Looking for lunch today? Basil's lunch menu features signature pizzas, pastas, sandwiches, and salads starting at just $11. After work, grab a dinner and drink with friends with delicious rotating chef's features and plenty of ice-cold specials at the bar. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant on Fire Tower in Greenville. Basil's, Pirates supporting pirates.
This is Zach Agnos, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Flatlands Jessup and Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
All right, we're back. Hour 1, Pirate Radio Live. We got Shirley, we got Jackson, we got the Chan Man, and we got Big Ten Cappy, FCS Cappy.
Yes.
FCS Cappy. You were in Montana before moving to Greenville to work at WNCT.
Yep.
And so is that the reason you went to the FCS championship, or was that like vacay?
It was a little bit of both. I made a decision so that Montana and Montana State played each other in the semifinals. Texted a lot of my old friends, coworkers that were going to Nashville either way. So I figured flights were cheap, hotel was cheap. Book it now before prices go up, which a lot of my friends didn't. And boy, they couldn't believe I only spent like a few hundred to do this instead of, some of my friends spent thousands.
Oh gosh.
I mean, I know people that spent
dollars?
Thousands to go from Bozeman or other parts of Montana to Nashville for this game.
Did you drive or fly?
I flew out of Raleigh, and I just had a great time leading up to the game. Game itself expected to be a blowout. Montana State, a 10.5-point favorite.
Yeah, I told Clip on Monday, dude, you don't count out the Redbirds. Illinois State is America's team.
Well, you know why you don't count out the Redbirds?
Why is that?
Because their offensive coordinator is former East Carolina offensive coordinator Tony Peters.
He's a Pirate.
He's
cool.
not a Pirate
story.
anymore.
Former Pirate.
He's a Redbird.
He's a Redbird.
I love the picture Clip tweeted of them talking like from yesteryear.
Yeah. I mean, it was an exhilarating game on television. How was it live?
I mean, on the field, it was electric. And they had it in Frisco the previous 15 years. It was like good, but not great. Because it's like, well, we're not even in Dallas. We're in a suburb of Dallas. Yeah. It's like having, a state championship in Fayetteville. It's just like, it's not, this feels like it's like not quite where it should be. And, this was a destination trip. Illinois State fans were able to make the drive. They all came down Sunday, Monday. Montana State fans were there all weekend.
Good. Great.
Thousands. I went to a pep rally of theirs on Sunday night. 7,000 fans there in the middle of Nashville at the convention center. I mean, it was just it was awesome.
Did you go down Broadway?
Oh yeah, each night.
Can you tell me? Did you hear one country song?
Yeah,
one good one.
Yes,
I doubt that.
Like old school.
But I heard "Moni Moni" 15 times.
Who?
Moni
Moni Moni by Billy Idol.
That's it's
in Nashville.
Yes, by popular request.
That place,
well,
dude.
it's a Montana State thing.
I don't care what it is, dude. We're in Nashville, play country music, but they don't even make country music in Nashville.
No, but I heard.
Let's get back to football. My bad.
I heard some Alan Jackson at one point and thought of you.
Did you go to AJ's? Alan Jackson's Good Time Bar.
Oh, yeah. Walked in.
Yeah, that's about the only place. Don't go to Blake Shelton's bar. I gave a guy $20 to play Dinosaur by Hank Jr. He's like, we don't play that, but I'll play something familiar. I was like, or something similar. I was like, I didn't pay to hear anything similar. Give me my money back. And they don't give the money back. But
that's
ridiculous. But the game was
that's tough.
That's tough.
The game was phenomenal, and glad you got to go and cover your old team.
What a way to lose the ball game, though.
I mean, I don't know how you ever live it down. Miss a blocked extra point, a blocked field goal. I mean. And the nerves, like that. The reason it got close, Montana State started thinking about it, and I was close enough. I can tell you, they started talking about it, and it just looked like they were, in the second half. It felt the realness of we're about to bring a national championship home for the first time in 4 decades. Caught up to them, the weight of it, and you could see it in the game. I mean, the defense out there, 84 plays, offensive line collapse all around, but they held up when it mattered most.
The start of that game looked like it was going to be a blowout.
Yep.
Next thing you know, I look up and it's 28-21. So.
Were you watching it at the Buck?
I was watching it at the Buck. Me and Solo were watching it.
Nice.
And I was telling everybody there at that trivia, I said, Zach Kaplan's there. He's on the sidelines.
I was down there.
But yeah, we sat there after trivia, which we usually have a post-trivia beverage, and we sat there and watched the end of the game. So it was a great one. Then you sent me a video of your point of view.
Yeah.
On the it looked like you were kind of there in the end zone. Electric.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
That was outpouring of emotion.
Jamie in the chat says, has Zach been on since Penn State hired Matt Campbell? Yes, he has, and you're a fan.
Yeah, I can't remember the last
Didn't you
time,
say it's like leaving the bar at 2 a.m. with a 10? Or did Clip say that?
I think both of them said it.
I think we agreed on it. It's probably more like an 8.5, but it's still like it feels good considering where it was going.
Yeah, you didn't leave with Selma Hayek.
I mean, we probably have Whittingham if it's not for this. But it's it feels like the right guy, someone who can kind of provide the cultural reset, and I say that lightly because Penn State's needed a couple of them over the years. So it's but this is
you bring that stuff up like it's just like, oh, we got a recruiting violation. Like that was more than just a football thing.
Yeah, clearly that was an athletic department wide reset. That I would even call it a university wide reset. This is more of a specific to the football program, although the basketball program also needs a reset. But the football program kind of needed one culturally. I think they were actually, to tie it back to ECU, from what I've heard and what I've seen, it was just a case of a head coach who was a control freak and needed things done his way and just wanted meetings on top of more meetings and on game days even, and you saw a team that was worn down by it. I think Pirate fans felt the same way when they watched those Liberty and App State games from the 24 season, and then Penn State against Northwestern, against UCLA. Same thing.
And you bring that up. I talked to JD Lampley yesterday, which, by the way, you can still watch that interview on Pirate Radio TV on YouTube. And I asked what was the biggest difference between Mike Houston and Blake Harrell, because he went through it. Birmingham Bowl, 2-10, the firing. He's been through it all the last 4 years.
Yeah.
And it's nice to hear, like, nobody's going to crap on Mike Houston. They all liked Mike Houston. It was just as tight-knit as it was as
he brought all those guys here.
But JD was like, it's a lot more loose. It's a lot more free. It's a lot more fun. He didn't say fun, but he said loose and free, which
I'll say fun.
Implies fun. And it is more fun going to practice with Blake
Yeah.
Carroll being the coach, even though we don't get to go as much. But it was like that with Tim Skipper, I'm assuming. Is that his name?
That was UCLA's interim.
Okay, well, who was Penn State's?
Terry Smith.
Terry Smith, same thing, TS.
Yeah, that's true. Same initials. No, Terry, and he's going to be a part of the staff going forward. He's going to be the corners coach, and already he's been able to retain a few guys that I thought were either going to Virginia Tech with Franklin or going somewhere else in the Power Four. And I feel good about the guys that Campbell's bringing in. He brought in the tight end Brahmer.
Chase Sewell.
We'll see. Brahmer, I feel really good about. I think he's going to be a guy playing on Sundays, just like, Mike Gesicki and Pat Fryermuth and all the Penn State guys you've watched in the NFL the last few years. So good to bring him in. They brought in a lot of guys from Iowa State.
Yeah, you bring up NFL. As we wrap up, I want to talk about NFL and college football playoff. But first, you're an AFC East fan. I'm sitting here doing show prep. The TV is on First Take, and Stephen A. Smith's not the only one to say it. And I get it. Getting mad about modern mainstream sports coverage is kind of on me for even buying into that stuff. But Stephen A. Smith said Dante Moore should return to Oregon and to avoid playing for the Jets. I don't disagree with that. But when Aaron Glenn gets fired, Stephen A. Smith is going to be the one on TV saying, "Why have they just led this black head coach to not succeed?" And it's like, because you're pounding the table for them not to draft a franchise quarterback. Yeah. Like, you're the idiot here. He's going to go on TV when Aaron Glenn gets fired because they can't find a franchise quarterback. And I'm not saying Dante Moore's good enough to win them games, but maybe he is. Like, it's absurd to say this kind of crap. Like, people talk about the Raiders. They don't need to draft Fernando Mendoza. They need more help than that. Really, the team with the number one pick has more than one hole on the team. Like, what are we talking? Like, how do these people get jobs?
Well, you have to start by,
I get they're just trying to get clicks and stuff, but like, can we say at least something intelligent?
Yeah, it's about quarterback and it's about your line on both sides. You have to start there. And once you have those three things figured out, and I think the Panthers, frankly, are a good example of it.
Well, have the Giants not figured that out? They still suck.
No. On the offensive
they got a good offensive line. They got some pieces.
Defensive line is good.
They have weapons. They have a quarter. Like, what is their problem?
And they had a lot of injuries this year, and I think after one start went down, it kind of wheels fell off the wagon, and Scattaboo. But they, when you have those three things, it builds everything. You can build everything else out from there. And with the Jets' problems are much more than that. I mean, it's ownership to start. The Raiders are kind of interesting because do you trust Brady? He's coming in. He's gonna.
I don't trust anybody. They haven't won a playoff game in 23 years. I don't trust anybody. But like, just to sit here and be like, well, build the rest of the team and then get a quarterback. What quarterback? We're gonna go do the same thing we've been doing the last 4 years since Derek Carr left.
You can't.
And we're gonna bring in a Band-Aid. Gardner Minshew, Geno Smith, Jimmy Garoppolo. We just tried it. We just tried building the team, drafting BPA, best player available, and it led us to this. So take the quarterback.
Drafting BPA resulted in BTA. Credit for the Raiders. Sorry, J-Bone. You got to. Well, Mendoza's going to go one. Is Moore the next quarterback off the board?
Yeah. Is Ty Simpson that good?
I don't think so.
So, yeah, I mean, I think Ty Simpson will go somewhere like the Steelers.
Yeah.
Because that seems about his draft range, and he'll work just as well as Kenny Pickett did.
Which, not very good.
Yeah, I know. But, all right, we'll move on to the Patriots. They have probably the best draw of anybody in the playoffs. They played the Chargers.
Yeah, it's funny because Charger fans feel like they got lucky to get us. Or to get the Patriots, not me. I don't play for the team. But it's kind of interesting because Charger fans feel the same way. The line's 3.5. I feel pretty good about the Pats winning and winning comfortably. And I just think... they're getting healthier, getting Milton Williams back. Robert Spillane, I just saw practice yesterday. Omarion Hampton did not practice for the Chargers, and I know there was maybe some talk about them getting him back, former North Carolina guy. So I just think the Patriots are a lot healthier. Our lines are getting healthier and their O-line is not. And I think that'll be the difference in the game. I do think the Pats win comfortably.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's the Chargers. You can hype up Justin Herbert all you want, but they did the same thing going into the playoffs last year, and then he goes and throws 3 picks in the wild card round. They did the same thing when they played the Jags in the first round. They get up, 27-3, and they lose. So it's the same thing. The Chargers suck in the playoffs, and they will lose. Switching over, once again, your Big Ten Cappy, Indiana, Oregon.
Yeah, I just think the Hoosiers roll. I think they beat Oregon. I think they win the whole thing. They don't look stoppable. It seems like they have all of the kind of momentum and just not making mistakes like Ohio State last year. And they remind me a lot of that team and the way they don't beat themselves. And that's what would shock me. If Oregon's able to get them to turn the ball over, then sure, they have a chance. But Indiana does not beat themselves. Lowest turnover margin, lowest, they just, the penalties. And that's why they're going to win, because they make less mistakes than these other three teams. I do think it's wide open beyond them, but it really feels like they've turned into this juggernaut, which is really weird to say as someone who has been to a game there when it was half empty and no one cared.
Yeah, and I mean, Kurt Cinetti's great. I've never seen this quick of a turnaround, because with new coaches like that, there's so much of a grace period. You got to give them time. It's a bad program. Well, Kurt Cinetti didn't need a grace period. He immediately just hit the ground running.
It's made me feel better about Penn State that they made it as close with them as they did.
All right.
They've really given them the best shot.
Yep. And before we let you go, obviously still need a quarterback, unless Chasten Dida is going to be starting next year. But outside of that, how would you grade the acquisitions so far?
For East Carolina, I'd probably give them a B+. I don't think you could say it's been a perfect offseason, but I like the additions they're making, and I think they're doing a good job of keeping the guys they needed to within reason. You're not going to keep a Jamarlee Riddle going to Georgia. You're not going to keep a Caden Hauser going to Illinois.
London Montgomery potentially going to Florida.
Well, I mean, you can't. You're never going to compete with that.
But keeping a DJ Johnson, a linebacker, that's a big deal.
Keeping a Brock Spalding, who probably had offers to go elsewhere. So the fact that they've done that should make Pirate fans feel good. And guess what? The Crimson Tide have no idea who's a quarterback next year either. And that's the next opponent.
And we'll talk about Alabama and how they're attacking the portal tomorrow with Tony Salaka, I believe is how you pronounce his name. I'll figure that out before I interview him. But we'll have a lot of stuff going on between the next 2 hours and tomorrow, talking ECU football and transfer portal. You got something?
I do. Y'all were just mentioning ECU versus Alabama coming up September 5th, 2026. 240 days away on the David Price Construction countdown to kickoff. 240 days away until the Pirates head to Tuscaloosa and face off against the Alabama Crimson Tide. 36 days away until first pitch for ECU baseball.
All right.
Jamie, I don't think Drew Aller's getting drafted.
Great stuff, Zach. We will catch you later. Always appreciate it. Always great. All right.
Segment's done and dusted.
Yep, that's a wrap for hour one. We'll be back hour two. Dog of the D and Danny Beal. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
Jeff Stein here at Brown & Wood Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Brown & Wood's award-winning service department is open Monday through Friday. And don't forget, we have free pickup and drop-off. Every customer, when you come in for service, heavy repair, maintenance, it doesn't matter. You get a free car wash, dry, and vacuum. We've also got Tom Brown's favorite tagline, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Copy Pro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust Copy Pro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? Copy Pro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. Copy Pro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
Want to make your day better? You can now order 2 large original crust, 1-topping pizzas from Papa John's for only $9.99 each. Take advantage of this awesome carry-out special now by logging on to papajohns.com and make today a pizza day for only $9.99 each. Papa John's is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards and start earning points for your favorite menu items. Go Pirates!
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Are you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS 208-516.
Winter is here, but Stroud's Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Strouds Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Flatlands Jessup and Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street is open 7 days a week, and you can stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. And is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. Contact the professionals at CopyPro, where they promise fast 3-hour service on all your office printing devices. Contact CopyPro today for a free office printing analysis to help you cut costs and boost efficiency. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 756-3175. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, J-Bone.
Thank you, Shirley. Clip out once again. He'll be out the rest of the week. He'll be back Monday, though. It's me, it's Chandler, Shirley, it's Jackson. Coming up in about 20 minutes, we got DB, Danny Beal, and hour number 3, Greg Hudson and Rahjai Harris. And thank you to Zach Kaplan. As it's a quick exit for Zach Kaplan. Normally, he hangs out for about 8 hours after his appearance on the show. But Donnell Coley has now taken over the title of overstayer. He stayed till the end of the show. He was off at 5 o'clock and he stayed till the end of the show.
That is insane. A whole hour? That's nuts.
Yeah. I mean, unless you're talking to me or you, I can't imagine why you'd want to stay.
That's nuts.
I'm kidding. They're great in there. But yeah, Dog of the Day, man, presented by the Doghouse Tavern. They got some great stuff coming up, huh?
Absolutely. And appreciate Mike, Brittany, Jess, all those fine people at the Doghouse Tavern. Another 6 months of Dog of the Day coming up.
Very nice.
And this is going to be our first month of Dog of the Day. But yeah, they have a lot of great stuff coming up, and including tonight, Trivia Thursday. And the theme is 90s pop culture. And it's going to be hosted by Brittany. So go out there tonight. That is going to be a fun time. And I believe they said they have Flat Rock Ciders for $5, Fireball for $4. DHT Peach Tea, $7. Aiden Sweet Tea. I want to try the Aiden Sweet Tea for $7. They got free pool from 1 to 6. So you still have a couple hours to get out to the Doghouse Tavern and enjoy some free pool. So trivia tonight coming up. 90s pop culture is the theme. Brittany will be hosting. And then coming up February 4th, they're going to have a steak night. Do you like a good steak?
Does a bear crap in the woods?
It does. I had a steak last night. I'm sure it's not going to be as good as the steak dinner at the Doghouse Tavern coming up February 4th. And that steak night is going to be a fundraiser benefiting the Marine Corps League. And there's going to be some live music coming up as well. Adam Music. A guy playing music. His last name is Music. Adam Music.
It's like Bozo the Clown. He was born to do it.
Yeah. So Adam Music with the live music. Steak night benefiting the Marine Corps League. And don't forget, folks, the Doghouse Tavern is veteran owned. Go out there today. Go out to Ayden. Make the trip to Ayden and support this awesome establishment and support them because they support us here at Pirate Radio.
On 2nd Street, correct?
2nd Street, yes, sir. 2nd Street in Ayden. So go out there, support. A great cause coming up on February 4th for the steak dinner. Go out there tonight. If you don't have any plans, go out there tonight. If you like trivia, 90s theme culture, that is the thing. So go out there, veteran owned. When you go out to Doghouse Tavern, you buy a beer. If you go to steak night, you're supporting the vets.
Let's go. In the chat, Zach Kaplan. Had to go back and anchored today, therefore cannot linger longer. Excuse me, Greenville PD. He's driving and texting in the chat. Pull him over.
Make him away from the studio.
He said he ran a red light coming in here.
Did he really?
I don't know. I don't know why he is like.
I just ran a red light.
Dude, he like rushes over here. He acts like he can't walk in mid-segment and be like, oh, sorry, I was late. It's not that dire. He's going to run over somebody.
Making my way to Channel 9. Don't want to be late for my broadcast.
Bailey will be mad. All right, let's get into Dog of the Day. Shirley, can we get a little DMX? Where my dogs at?
I'm right here, dog.
Where my dogs at?
We right here, dog.
Where my dogs at? All right, Dog of the Day. We'll go ahead and get Clip Brock's pick out of the way. He's not here. He's in Jersey, but he will still be participating in Dog of the Day, and he is going to the NFL playoffs. Packers, Bears, probably one of the most exciting matchups of the weekend. They've played two absolutely phenomenal games against each other in the regular season. They will meet once again this weekend in the super wild card weekend. And he has DeAndre Swift anytime touchdown. Like that. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I like that. Number one back there in Chicago, and if they're anywhere near the goal line, it seems like he is their go-to guy. Very powerful back, so I could definitely see swiftly getting into the end zone.
Shirley, do we still have Buenos Noches, Chicago?
Buenos noches, Chicago!
I want to hear that. We haven't heard that in a while.
Buenos noches!
Buenos Noches, Chicago.
Chicago. All right, Buenos noches.
Chicago.
Buenos noches.
Buenas noches, Chicago!
Nice.
Chicago!
Well worth it. All right, we'll go ahead and move over to you, Chan. So Clip's got DeAndre Swift anytime touchdown. You're keeping it in a playoff matchup, but you're going to the college football ranks.
Yeah, I'm going to college football. Zach alluded to this earlier. I made my pick about an hour ago, but with Zach Kaplan, the expert, talking about how dominant Indiana is going to be, how they're going to just get by and win the national championship with ease, makes me feel good about my pick because I moved the line from 3.5 to 5.5, which is plus 109. If Indiana does not win this game by more than a touchdown, I will be shocked. Indiana is going to roll. They are looking great. They are a clean-cut football team, and I think 3.5 is way too low. I moved it up a couple of points. 5.5 will get you plus 109. I'm going with the Hoosiers.
There will be something in the air tomorrow night. The stars will be bright. Fernando. Oh, man, can't wait till he's in the silver and black. All right, now my pick. I'm going NFL playoffs. I'm going with the most electric offensive weapon in all of the NFL. I am going with a team that has been the highest scoring offense the last 8 weeks, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I'm going to go with the stud, the guy who doesn't drop passes. I'm going with Jacoby Myers. Anytime touchdown.
Former Raider.
And look, I mean, you know, this team has been so bad and people leave on such bad terms. Jacoby Myers was such a stand-up fella leaving this organization. He requested a trade in the offseason. They said, no, we're not going to trade you. He said, I don't care. I'm going to go out there because I want to play with my boys. I'm going to play with my boys. And he went out there and he performed well. And now he is with the actual winning team, the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he will be scoring a touchdown against the Buffalo Bills.
All right, so you have
Jacoby Myers, anytime touchdown.
Clip has
DeAndre Swift, anytime touchdown.
And I have
Hoosiers.
Apparently there's three
minus 5.5.
Minus 5.5.
Minus 5.5 Jackson.
Minus 5.5 Jackson. Plus 109. And Jamie says there's 3 who's in there. Who, Hoosiers. Who, Hoosiers. I think that's too many who's.
Yeah,
I think that's one too many.
Especially for smokers. Like, we can't, I don't smoke, but
me, yeah.
We don't have, Chandler and I don't have the lung capacity. Mine's because I eat too much, and his is because he smokes too much.
You would think it's me because I eat too much, but yeah, I smoke too much.
All right, well, this is your last segment of the day, so let's go over some. We're not going to go over the Panthers and Rams because we're going to save that for tomorrow at 4 o'clock with Tony Dunn, C3 Panthers podcast. But we'll go ahead and mention the matchup that is on the screen right now. Packers-Bears. What are you feeling in that one?
I'm really shocked that the Packers are 1.5 favorites on the road. Chicago was a team earlier in the year had us saying, are they for real? This is the worst team that is 8-3 or 7-4, whatever they were. But it seems to be that they are legit, and Caleb Williams is having a great year. Ben Johnson, which, I mean, we thought that was a good hire. At the beginning of the year, we thought, oh, man, he's in over his head. But the Bears are looking good. The offense looks great. And I just am not a believer of Jordan Love. I don't care what people say. I do not love Love. And them being a road favorite is pretty shocking to me. I'm going Chicago at home.
Yeah, I think that's going to put a chip on the Bears' shoulders. But for Giants and Dolphins fans who think we're going to get John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh is going to a team that is playing this weekend. He will be the head coach of either the Buffalo Bills, the Philadelphia Eagles, or the Green Bay Packers. Because those teams will lose, and they will lose handedly, and they will be fed up with the coach who is on their staff, and John Harbaugh will be coaching those teams. So Giants fans, Dolphins fans, don't get too ahead of your skis. John Harbaugh will not be coaching your teams.
All right.
Eagles-Niners, I just pretty much gave my pick away. I'm going with the Niners. As long as Trent Williams is healthy, with Trent Williams inactive, they are 4-13 since he's joined the team. So hopefully the big man can suit up for the Niners, but I like the Niners big time.
Yeah, I'm with you there. That Kyle Shanahan offense is hard to stop, and the Eagles with Sirianni the last couple of years, especially going into the playoffs, except last year, obviously with the Super Bowl win. But I like the Niners here. I think they have an explosive offense with a lot of weapons, including Kittle and McCaffrey, and so give me Niners at home.
Let's go Pats Chargers. I like the Pats Chargers.
Yeah, Pats. Pats all the way. What a year for the Pats. They seem to have their franchise quarterback, the first one since, of course, Tom Brady. It didn't work out with Mac Jones. It damn sure didn't work out with Cam Newton. But Drake May is legit, and they are putting up points, and he loves that number 1 target, Stephon Diggs.
He's legit. He's too legit.
Too legit to quit?
Yep. Jags, Bills, I like the Jags.
Yeah, give me the Jags.
And then Steelers, Texans.
No, excuse me. I'm sorry. Back it up. I'm going Bills at home. Bills.
Very nice.
Bills.
Steelers, Texans, let's be honest. Mike Tomlin has lost, I believe, 6 straight playoff games, maybe 7. And counting this season when they lose Monday night, he will have not won a playoff game in 9 seasons. So this is easy money. Give me the Texans.
I'm going Steelers on the road. I think Aaron Rodgers gets at least one more playoff win, hangs it up.
Okay. I mean, I don't think
after the divisional.
Well, I mean, look, the Steelers have had Mason Rudolph, Kenny Pickett, Mitch Trubisky starting playoff games. This is the best chance they've had in the last 9 seasons.
Yeah.
But hell, they lost with Ben Roethlisberger, so I don't know. Matchup tonight. We'll obviously talk tomorrow about Indiana and Oregon. Matchup tonight. Ole Miss, Miami. What do you think?
Man, is the Miami Magic done? Is the Miami Magic, has it run out? I think so. I think Ole Miss gets the win tonight. I don't think we'll be as much as I want to see it. I don't think we're going to be seeing Michael Irvin on all fours tonight on the sideline. I don't think we'll have him. Well, we might see him on all fours. I don't think we'll see him taking the belt out and beating a opposing jersey, a Ole Miss jersey tonight.
I don't know where I saw it. Maybe it was in the chat game yesterday. But Kenny Curling said a funny quote. He said, "Get him an Anson belt."
Yes.
Whip whatever the water cooler. I don't even know.
Yeah.
And Andre Allison was like, "That's a good marketing ploy." I was like, I don't even think like anybody's smart enough to think that's a marketing ploy. I think that's just Michael Irvin having a field pass, and he's just being Michael Irvin.
Yeah, I think he's blacked out, by the way, when he's doing all that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah, drunk.
Yeah, drunk. Oh, yeah, drunk.
Look, Look, man, I think Ole Miss is a great story. I would love Ole Miss to win to kind of stick it to Lane Kiffin, but I kind of want him to lose because Lane Kiffin is making $500,000 for every time Ole Miss wins. I don't want Lane Kiffin to make any more money.
If you were an Ole Miss fan, would you be mad about Lane Kiffin still tweeting out about the Rebels and congratulating them on the win?
Honestly, I wouldn't care because we're in the semifinals when everybody had already counted us out.
That is true.
So I'm just outside looking in. I don't like Lane Kiffin, and I hope Ole Miss gets the job done maybe. I don't know.
I saw Lane Kiffin had Sam Levitt courtside at a LSU basketball game. So
have you seen the Washington quarterback? Damon Williams, Washington Huskies quarterback, signed a $4 million deal to return to Washington 3 days later while the coaching staff and everybody in the athletic program is at a memorial service for one of their soccer players who passed away. While they're all at that, Damon Williams is like, I'm in the portal. And then now Washington is seeking legal action because he signed a contract.
Wow.
And I get the hypocrisy of it. I mean, Lane Kiffin was under contract and he left, so why can't the Washington quarterback do it? But I think it's just gotten so out of hand.
Yeah, it definitely has. And like I said, or like a lot of people have said, it's just there's no boundaries, there's no rules. It's basically you can do whatever you want to. It seems like that's what he's doing. And I guess Washington's trying to get something out of it, but I doubt that nothing will happen out of this.
Zach Kaplan still driving and texting in the Chili Water chat gang. Damon Williams got dropped by his agent, too. It's a collar tug situation. Or maybe this kind of collar tug. Is it a no respect collar tug, or is it a like, oof, this situation's getting a little weird? I don't know. But we'll take a break.
Yeah, Zach, just real quick.
We'll see him tomorrow, Alex Harper.
Yeah, Alex Harper will be on in hour 3, or really whenever he shows up. He likes to show up early.
He can do whatever he wants. It's just like the NCAA. It's just like today's.
It's gotten a bit out of hand.
Yes, out of hand.
There's no more loyalty to your segment. People just showing up whenever they want.
Yeah.
But no, I'm kidding. Happy to have Alex here tomorrow. Morgan Ehlers tomorrow as well. Brandon Golden, Tony Dunn, and also the other Tony from Birmingham. He'll be joining us to preview ECU and UAB basketball coming up on Sunday. Let's take a break.
I'll see you tomorrow, buddy.
Side, see you tomorrow, man.
Keep up the good work.
Will do. On the other side, we'll have Danny Beal talking a little ECU baseball, his experience at the Military Bowl, and the Pats in the playoffs. You're not going to want to miss it. We'll be back with more on Pirate Radio Live.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
The stifling heat of summer, the bitter cold of winter. What do they have in common? The extreme temperatures of both force your home's heating and cooling system to work overtime to keep you comfortable. And that can cost you a lot of money. Fortunately, your neighbors at Greenville Utilities have several ways you can save energy. And that means saving you money on your utility bills. Just go to GUC.com and look for ways to save. That's GUC.com.
Avast Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. 2026 has set sail and a new year means new gear. Take advantage of our end-of-year markdowns. You'll find major deals all throughout the store through the month of January. And don't forget, January means out with the old and in with the new. Loyal and bold, we'll buy your guns and gold. Start your year smart by trading treasures with us. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
When it comes to building or remodeling your home, every detail matters. Hi, this is Kathy Herring with KDL Construction, and we believe great design begins with careful planning and ends with flawless execution. With open communication and a true partnership mindset, we guide you through every step, turning your vision into reality. Our goal, to deliver more than a building project. We create an experience that is seamless, stress-free, and inspiring. Visit KDLConstructionLLC.com to start your transformation today. KDL Construction, your vision, our craft.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's hot dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates.
This is Ryder Giles, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Flatlands Jessup and Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. UBE has been an ECU tradition for over 50 years. You can shop online anytime at pirateware.com. UBE has the biggest and best selection of ECU sportswear and accessories for pirates of all ages. Every day is game day at UBE. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's J-Bone.
All right, back with you, Hour 2. Thanks to Zach Kaplan joining us in studio. Thanks to Chandler being my co-host for the last hour 20 or so. Also, still to come, Hour 3, Greg Hudson, former East Carolina defensive coordinator, and our guy, number 47, Rahjai Harris, will join us. But right now, let's head out to the Turner Home Team Live Line to catch up with our guy, Danny Beal. DB, how you doing?
What's going on, J-Bone? How are we?
Oh, doing great, man. Just another wonderful day. A little warm. I need to realize that I need to dress for the 65, 70 degree weather instead of just wearing the same thing I've been wearing all winter.
Yeah, no, it's a fast train when the weather comes around good. It's not supposed to be like this in January, but it is. I am in Charlotte currently, and it's about 70 degrees and sunny right now, so kind of abnormal for North Carolina, but loving it so far.
Yeah, you're living in Charlotte now, right?
That's correct.
What you got going on?
No, we moved here a couple days ago. My girlfriend and I, Holly, just got a new puppy and just kind of acclimating to new life here in Charlotte. It's I start next week working with the Charlotte Knights, which is going to be a pretty cool opportunity for me. And then she is working in the pediatric unit in the Levine's Children's Hospital here. So fast train, like I said, with a lot of stuff going on, but we're getting used to it so far, and it's been awesome so far.
What are you going to be doing with the Knights?
I'm going to be doing some hospitality stuff.
Nice.
Just trying to get my foot in the door with, obviously, as a lot of you guys know, I want to coach eventually now that I'm done playing and stay around the game and stuff. So going to be doing that early on and hopefully work my way into some player development or scouting roles, and we'll see where it takes us. But either way, good opportunity so far with AAA team in here in Charlotte. It should be a good time.
All right, well, good stuff, man. Happy for you. Let's get into it. You were in Annapolis, you and your boys, Trey Savage, Wyatt, Lunsford, Shankman. How was that?
It's cold. Yeah. No, but it was fun, dude. It was fun to see the boys obviously prevail. Obviously all the odds stacked against us with us having to play not our quarterback and coordinator's gone, and Pitt being a power four, I guess, conference now, it was a tough task and a tall, I guess, hill to climb. But the fact of the matter is, we played at the Military Bowl. It feels like 10 times in the past 5 years, and we took care of business, and it was fun to watch. Dude, we were in the box. Trey got us great seats just from pulling some strings since he was in the World Series, and got a couple of those guys some tickets to that. So we were able to sit with a bunch of the donors that we became close with over our time there, and it was so much fun to watch. And they played so well, and it was just an absolute blast.
The most impressive part was true freshman quarterback Chasten Ditta. And I was thinking about earlier, did you ever get put in an opportunity like that, like a big game when you were a freshman, kind of lack of experience, and had to go in there and really have all the weight of the shoulders on your shoulders? Jesus Christ, all the weight on your shoulders for that game.
Yeah, I would say the one that kind of reminds me would be when we played Georgia Southern when I was a freshman, the second weekend of the year. It was Friday night, and that was when I was only throwing over the top, for people that very barely remember that, because I didn't throw very much as a freshman. But it was Friday night. I think it was a tie game, or we might have been up by a run, and there was a guy on second. They brought me in just to spin a bunch of sliders, and I don't think I threw a fastball. I think Dietz only called sliders, and I got the guy to fly out and got out of the inning. But that was the first moment where I'm like, oh my God, my heart is beating out of my chest. There's no way I'm actually doing this right now.
Yeah, and it was just crazy. And what I've been talking about all week is that stretch where Marlon Gunn has the long run, touchdown gets taken back. They convert the fourth, and then a turnover for a touchdown. And it was just impressive seeing the young guy not hang his head, keep his composure, and then go out there 2 plays later and light up a touchdown to Anthony Smith.
I think it goes to show the leadership, not only obviously with Blake, but the player side of it as well. Like, holding each other accountable in the fact that, hey, man, like, we know you literally haven't been in this situation whatsoever this entire year, and you're a freshman, but at the same time, like, hey, just lean on us. We will guide you. We will just get on our back. Obviously, just execute the offense. Don't make any mistakes, and that was what he did towards the end. It was so much fun to watch, especially with, obviously, Anthony, doing what he did, and the rest of the guys. It was a blast.
Yeah, you mentioned the leadership. We've talked to Mike Wright, Anthony Smith, Marlon Gunn, J.D. Lampley so far this week, and a lot of them were just like, yeah, no, we were not surprised how Chasten performed. And when it was announced, like, hey, Caton's out of here, we all knew, like, Chasten was ready for this moment. So good to see the leadership. I mean, great coaching as well. But let's move over to the baseball side of things. Some preseason accolades, I guess you could call them, in the American Conference preseason coaches poll. East Carolina ranked number 1 in the coaches poll as well. Braden Burris, Ethan Norby, Austin Irby, preseason all-conference. Are you surprised by any of this? The only thing I'm surprised by is no Colby Wallace on the all-conference team.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good, and obviously for everybody that knows CG, he's going to use it as motivation, but he's also going to use it as the kind of Nick Saban rat poison thing.
Yeah.
It's like the guys that did make it, it's like, they don't hand out, I mean, obviously they hand out trophies in the preseason, but nobody really cares because it's just what you've done before. It's not what you've done now. And those guys know that. I mean, obviously Burris is only a sophomore now, and same thing with Irby and stuff like that. But Norby's a vet. He's got to get head on his shoulders. He's leaned on the older guys a lot over the past few years, and he knows how to handle that stuff. Hopefully, that leadership in that locker room can handle, the younger guys having success early and treat them the right way. But on the flip side of that, like the guys that did make it, like you said, like Seawall, or even the other guys that are extremely talented that didn't get the recognition preseason, like CG is going to use that as motivation. Like, they don't think you're that good. Go out and prove it. And it'll be fun to see, especially Seawall, just because he's so insanely athletic and so toolsy. So for him to really put it together in his draft year, not that he's worried about that, but the drill with guys like that, he's going to be insanely talented and perform, I think, to the highest level.
Yeah, I mentioned Ethan Norby, all-conference preseason, also named preseason pitcher of the year for the American, and then perfect game came out today. Ethan Norby, second-team all-conference and an All-American. And we didn't really see Ethan struggle a lot last year. I mean, whenever he was taken out, it was exhaustion just because he was throwing a lot, and then there might have been the flu going around or something. But you never really saw him have bad outings. So what can he really improve on? I can't really think of anything that he can do better. I think it's just going to be building off last year.
No, I mean, I think there were actually times last year where he was kind of mentally in a pretzel a little bit, and he got moved to the bullpen and then moved back to starting, and then towards the end, obviously, he was nails. But at the end of the day, I think his mental state and his mental game, I think, will be at the highest level it's been since he was even got to college. I think the fact that he knows what it takes to be successful in this league and in in this sport in college baseball now with all the transfer portal and stuff, knowing that he has to perform at the highest level. I think he's got that little Norby chip that his brother had too as well, where he'll carry it on his shoulders and he'll know what to do at the right time. And he's a tremendous leader, man. He has taken a lot of stuff that he's learned over the years from, obviously his brother playing in the big leagues, so they're tight as can be. And then learning from guys like Trey and Shank and Root and those guys, like he knows what it takes to be a leader on that team and kind of be the horse that everybody leans on and looks to when things are going wrong. So I expect nothing but success from him and the whole pitching staff. I mean, AK's done a tremendous job getting guys in there that fit the mold and kind of develop the way that he wants it to. And I expect nothing, obviously, from the offense, but especially on the pitching side. I'm biased, but I can't wait to see what AK does with that staff.
Yeah, you mentioned the pitching staff. That's exciting to watch. It seems deep. Cause, hopefully we get to see Ryan Towers and Brendan Tolick this year. You bring in some transfers of Van Kempfen from West Virginia. I'm excited to see him just because he's like 6'6", 250. Like he's just a big fella. I'm excited to see him. I'm excited to see Boucher pitch. I'm just excited to watch him play because it didn't really look like he would come back, and he's just I want to do whatever it takes to win. But outside of that, what else? What are you looking forward to? What are you looking forward to seeing this season?
Obviously, the leadership leading, as I mentioned a few times, but I am intrigued, like you said, to see the new bodies that he's brought in, especially on the pitching side. He's recruited a lot of athletes, which I think translates well to the way he wants guys to develop. Because at this point in college baseball, you either throw hard or get left behind. And I think the fact that he's able, is able to develop stuff at such a high level in terms of grips and thought process behind pitches and intent with stuff. I think it's going to be so much fun to watch, to see these guys that have came from other schools, whether they've been Power 4 or JUCO or D2 or just other mid-majors, no matter where it has been. I think it will be cool to see them be under such a professional and, an intelligent pitching coach. And, he's got the track record now with Trey and Wiz and Zach and all those other guys to where he's got guys that he can lean on to show, like, hey, like, I know what I'm doing with this stuff. And it'll be very fun to see. And obviously, the big thing for me is kind of see Burris' sophomore year. I think it'll be intriguing to see because you've seen guys a lot in the past with, like, Moylan, and I'm sure there's other guys that I'm missing, too, where they have huge freshman years and then they kind of start out slow as sophomores. And I'm intrigued to see how he'll, handle that success early on with, obviously the preseason stuff. But I think on the flip side of that, just being able to keep his head on his shoulders, be a leader in that locker room, perform the way we all know he can.
We know how great, Palumbo and AK are and all the other assistants who have been here. But what do you think about Jake Gautreaux? I've heard only great things about how he is as a person and just how he's developing the bats here.
Yeah, I've only spoke to him, I believe, once. I think it was around the ring ceremony. But everything that I've heard from the JCs, Carters, all those guys that have actually worked with him and hit with him and stuff, and even talking to some guys that I'm still close with on the team, like Walker and some of those guys, that they have nothing but great things to say. Obviously, CG has said awesome things about how how professional he is and how he's been at the places that have won, and obviously being at Mississippi State, going to Omaha numerous times. It'll be fun to see how he works with these guys, and that's another wrinkle of, hey, there's a new guy that has a hand in the offense, and I think it'll be fun to see how him and CG interact and kind of take this whole thing to a new height.
All right, Danny Beal joining us on the Turner Home Team Live Line. DB, let's look into a little bit of playoff football going on. Tonight you got Ole Miss and Miami. What are you feeling there?
I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
I think my heart certainly wants Ole Miss to win just because I think it adds to the storyline of obviously Lane and all that stuff. But I think it'll be your thought process is they beat the best team in the Big Ten, and if they're beating the best team in the Big Ten, they're probably going to beat the fourth best team in the SEC. So it's like, I don't know, but I think Ole Miss has a lot of good juju and a lot of momentum on their side. So I think it will be a good game. I think 3 is the correct spread. But it's going to be such a fun game to watch, man. I'm excited to see Chambliss go back out there.
And then tomorrow night you have Dante Moore in Oregon facing just fantastic, probably greatest quarterback of all time, Fernando Mendoza in Indiana. Who do you got there?
I don't know. That's another one. That one I'm more, obviously tonight's going to be a great game, but I'm more intrigued for tomorrow just because of how those two coaches operate. Obviously they're two insane motivators and how they can use anything and everything to kind of motivate their guys and get them going. And I have always been a very, very big fan of Dan Lanning, and you can't not be a huge fan Kurt Cignetti either. But I think it will be a great game. It's going to be, I still don't know whether it's going to be high scoring or low scoring. I do think Indiana will pull it out, but it will be a very, very fun game to watch with those two coaches and those two quarterbacks going at it.
This is like the first time ever where we finally, like, we get down to the 4 teams, or we have 4 teams back when it was just a 14 playoff, where I don't care who wins. Like, it's just a refreshed 4 teams. You don't have Ohio State, Georgia, Alabama, Notre Dame, the teams who always seem to be there. I'm just happy to see something new, because 3 of the 4 have never won, and then Miami, I don't think has ever played like in the era where you play a championship game.
No, they haven't been important since before the playoff or anything like that. It's been since 01. So it's like the BCS.
Yeah.
Before the BCS was the BCS. So it's been a while. I would prefer Ole Miss, Indiana, or Oregon. Not that I don't like Miami. I just like those 3 teams much, much better. Like I said, I love Dan Lanning. So preferably it would be a Ole Miss, Oregon championship game. But again, like you said, Mendoza's such a fun interview. He's so much fun to watch. He's playing out of his mind. And Cignetti's always the man. All the stuff that I've seen with him and Pat McAfee at the Rose Bowl, like, just it's like you said, it's fun that it's not Georgia, Ohio State, Alabama, and Pencil, whatever name in there. It's fun that it's refreshed.
Shirley, can we hit the greatest quarterback of all time, Fernando Mendoza? Can we hit that cut?
It sounds so beautiful. I want to give all the glory to God.
That's a franchise quarterback right there, Danny. That's what a Super Bowl winning quarterback sounds like.
I see what you're doing now. Okay. Yeah. You need to get a coach first, pal.
Yeah, we're going to get Clint Kubiak, who is a young, innovative offensive mind, the son of a Super Bowl champion. It doesn't get much better than that. This team is going places, man.
You should get Harbaugh.
I wouldn't mind Harbaugh, but the thing is, outside of like Antonio Pierce and Dennis Allen, the last 15 years have just been retreads of other teams' failures.
Yeah, well, would you really consider that Ravens thing a failure? I mean, he won a Super Bowl. He's been there for 18 years. Yeah, he has.
No, but would you consider Pete Carroll's time in Seattle a failure?
No, but he didn't come straight from Seattle.
I mean, he had a year break. I mean,
I'm just saying. I see what you're getting at. I do think it would be nice to have kind of like a refreshed kind of look, kind of like Kingsbury was in Arizona when that happened, and some kind of offensive new guru, kind of like the McVay, LaFleur kind of thing. But either way, I think it will be cool no matter what, because obviously, unless something terrible happens and you guys change your mind, or God forbid Mendoza gets hurt, he's got to be 1-1. So it will be fun to see him kind of click with those guys in Las Vegas next year.
All right, we'll move on to the NFL playoffs. Your Patriots take on the Chargers on Sunday at 8 o'clock. I think you got the best draw you could have gotten.
Yeah, I mean, when you put it into perspective of the 3 teams that it could have been, I think you're 100% right. But my theory is you have to play good teams in the playoffs, and at the end of the day, I'll take Herbert with a broken hand any day, but I am also absolutely petrified of Jim Harbaugh. I think that guy is one of, if not the best coach in the NFL. He is a tremendous motivator, very intelligent. He wins everywhere he goes. It's going to be a dogfight for sure, but I also trust Vrabel and obviously my MVP, Drake May.
Yeah, I've been a big fan of Jim Harbaugh his entire career, except for the last 2 years. But I don't know, man. It's just the Chargers in the playoffs. Justin Herbert was getting this same hype last year, and then he goes out wild card weekend and throws 3 picks. And to your point about you got to play good teams, Pats haven't really played any good teams in the regular season. But you look at the Commanders last year, they didn't play any good teams in the regular season, and they went to the conference championship. So I think the Pats are sitting pretty, and a Mike Vrabel-led team is no team to doubt.
No, and they never are. And even when he was in Tennessee, with absolutely, like, he had Derrick Henry, who was like 12 years old, and then Marcus Mariota at quarterback. Like he
went to the conference championship with Ryan Tannehill. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, he knows what he's doing, and with a good quarterback and being able to play at home until the AFC Championship game, it's going to be huge for them. But with that being said, like you said, I mean, Herbert sucks in the playoffs. I mean, he has yet to prove it. But on the flip side of that, Patriots have played one playoff team this year. It was the Bills, unless I'm forgetting somebody.
The Panthers.
That's 2.
And the Steelers.
Oh, I guess. All right, so maybe I'm out of my mind. But I'm just saying, like you said, we haven't played a lot of. And on top of the fact they needed Week 18, 2 of those teams to win their division to get in the playoffs, and they're both the 4 seeds. So realistically, they haven't, like you said, played any very good teams.
Yeah.
So I think it will be. I am more worried looking, and not to look ahead, but I am more worried about the divisional game, whether it's Jacksonville or Buffalo coming in. Or whether it might even be Texans, but I don't know. We'll see. We got to win Sunday night. I also hate the Sunday night draw. I don't know what your thoughts are on that. Give me the first game Saturday, so I know how the rest of my weekend's going to dictate in terms of mood.
Yeah, but with the Panthers in the playoffs, you got to go ahead and get that one out of the way. Nobody wants to watch the Panthers in primetime.
Yeah, the 4:30 Saturday game was usually the classic like AFC South slot where it was like the Texans at 9-7,
yeah,
like the Jacksonville Jaguars at 8-8. The classic nobody watches game, but I would rather it be like the 1:00 Sunday or the Saturday primetime game. Don't make me wait, so I have to be in a good mood and then get my heart ripped out on Sunday night when everybody else's team has won or lost.
All right, I don't want a homer pick here, and I know how hard it is not to be a homer, but who do you like out of the AFC to make the Super Bowl?
I mean, it's hard not to say Denver. The problem is with Denver, they play up and down to their competition, which I guess bodes well for them because everybody in the playoffs are going to be good, but I think it will be a Denver and New England AFC championship or a Denver and Buffalo AFC championship, and I think Denver will win.
All right, you got Denver, and then NFC. Who do you like there?
It's a no-brainer for me. It's the Los Angeles Rams.
Absolutely.
Against Stafford, man. He is a freaking stud, and I wish. I was giving Trey so much crap. I wish that they would have gone to Philly because that would have been so much fun to watch because there is not one team in the NFL, NFC or AFC, that has played the Philadelphia Eagles harder than the Rams have. They should have won earlier this year until, I can't remember if it was Jordan Davis or Jalen Carter blocked that kick. They should have won last year in the snow. The Rams are going to the Super Bowl, and I think they're going to win the Super Bowl as well.
So are you saying Stafford MVP, or would you give it to May?
I mean, obviously, I'm going to say May, but if you really want if you want my unbiased opinion, I think it should be Stafford. But a little spin zone I have is I think if Stafford had won the award like 5 or 10 years ago, they would give it to Drake.
Yeah, I mean,
it's writers.
I hate to say like you gotta give it to the guy just for the career he's had, but he's also had a phenomenal season. He's thrown 40 touchdowns for God's sake.
The funny argument on Patriots Twitter right now is that he's thrown like 10 one-yard touchdowns, and like 9 of them have gone to Devontae Adams. But that still puts him ahead of Drake in terms of touchdown passes. But Drake, the argument for Drake is like completion percentage and like passing all these, league and Patriot franchise record passing stats for Brady and all this stuff. So either way, we can celebrate both quarterbacks, but I do think Stafford will and should win it.
Absolutely. Well, Danny, congrats on the job. Congrats on the move. And we'll get up with you sometime towards baseball season in the next month.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Glad you guys are doing well. Miss you guys like crazy. And Jarrett, you're doing a great job running the show today, brother.
Appreciate you, brother. We'll get up with you later, man. Thank you.
Have a good. See you guys.
That was Danny Beal on the Turner Home Team Live Line. Are you looking to sell your house fast and without making any repairs? The Turner Home Team is a local home buying company, and they buy houses as is. Justin and his team can provide you with a fast cash offer for your house today. So give them a call at 525-4780. Let's take a break. On the other side, we will take a look at the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard for tonight and also have a little news. Pirates in the pros. You're not going to want to miss it. We got a lot more coming up on Pirate Radio Live.
It's time to shack things up at Burrito Shack. Whether you're craving bold burritos, tasty tacos, or crispy nachos, they got the flavor you're looking for. Made from scratch, chef-inspired, fresh Mex cuisine, served up with a side of laid-back beach vibes. Fast, fresh, and totally delicious, Burrito Shack is where flavor meets the coast. Located in the Lowe's Food Shopping Center in Winterville. Quick, crafted, coastal. Burrito Shack.
Jeff Stein here at Brown & Wood Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Brown & Wood's award-winning service department is open Monday through Friday. And don't forget, we have free pickup and drop-off. Every customer, when you come in for service, heavy repair, maintenance, it doesn't matter. You get a free car wash, dry, and vacuum. We've also got Tom Brown's favorite tagline, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it? Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team. We buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no-obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting Pirates.
you would do anything to keep your family safe. Don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. Hi, this is Mike Robertson, the owner of SCI Technologies. We have recently merged with High-Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. The most cost-effective solutions for your home or business security and life safety needs. SCI Technologies, 252-321-7006. That's 321-7006.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs, like passing that drug test. Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and well, light one up. You've earned it. And whether you've had one of those weeks, or maybe your mother-in-law's in town and you're one passive-aggressive comment away from needing a vacation. If this sounds like you, then come visit our team here at the Holistic Company to help you find the perfect products to ease your stress and promote relaxation. Order our products online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Phones, Wi-Fi, or email always acting up? Are you afraid of phishing scams, data breaches, or ransomware attacks? Every minute your systems are down, you're losing money. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
Russell's is a full-service clothing store for both men and women. Family-owned and operated in historic downtown Washington for 41 years. This is Rhonda from Russell's, and we visit the country's largest markets to bring you quality clothing at affordable prices. From the finest in men's suits, sports coats, and accessories to fashionable dresses, tops, and jewelry for the women. Our attention to every detail means personal service and in-house alterations. Give Russell's a try. You, our pirate friends and customers at Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
This is Coach Blake Carroll for East Carolina football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Flatlands Jessup and Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles? How about erase veins and brown spots? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Well, contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar MediSpa is located on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's J-Bun.
All right. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you, Jackson. Great show today. Great Thursday. Beautiful Thursday. A little warm weather. Nice to ride around downtown with the windows rolled down, blasting a little David Allen Co. But let's take a look at the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard. Not a great night in college basketball. Just, I don't know. Just, I guess because of the college football playoff. Not a lot of great games. You do have a Big Ten matchup with Northwestern and number 12, Michigan State. Michigan State, a 12.5-point favorite in that one. And then a lot of New Hampshire versus NJIT. Binghamton versus Vermont. UNC Wilmington against Northeastern. There we go. God, that static was killing me.
I wanted to tell you, but you were busy talking. I was like, I don't want to interrupt him, but I was like, dirty plug, dirty plug.
The mic, and this damn thing right here keeps moving down and causing whatever. Hampton will face Campbell. Hampton faced UNCW. Ken Watlington told us yesterday Hampton and UNCW, one of the grossest games he's seen. Campbell is a 7.5-point favorite. Some action in the Sun Belt tonight at 7 o'clock. App State will travel to Atlanta, Georgia to face Georgia State. App State 1.5-point road favorite. Old Dominion will go to Conway, South Carolina to face Coastal Carolina. Coastal Carolina, 4.5-point home favorite. And then there is another Big Ten matchup tonight between the Rutgers. All right, I was trying to find Oregon, Ohio State, but Rutgers will face Illinois, 8:30 on the Big Ten Network. Illinois, 22.5-point favorites. And then we get to, at 10:30, man, Ohio State and Oregon. Ohio State 10-4, 2-2 in Big Ten play. Oregon 8-7, 1-3 in Big Ten play. Oregon is a 1.5-point home favorite. And then on CBS Sports Network at 11 o'clock, once you're done watching some college football, got some good West Coast Conference play coming up. San Francisco and Loyola Marymount taking place in Los Angeles, California. Loyola Marymount 1.5-point favorites. Santa Clara and Gonzaga at 11:30 on ESPN2. Santa Clara will travel to Spokane, Washington. Gonzaga at number 8 in the country, 16-1, 4-0 in West Coast Conference play. Gonzaga 16.5-point favorites. That is the action going on in college basketball tonight. And then previously I mentioned, we've been talking about it all week, the college football playoffs. Ole Miss and Miami will take place tonight in the Verbo Fiesta Bowl. Miami is a 3-point favorite in that one. That is your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by The Buck. And yeah, some Pirates in the Pros news. Shirley, you want to take this one? Alec Burleson, right?
Yes, he has been extended for a year. There were several players that were in arbitration with the Cardinals, and I was looking at it earlier today that they were kind of in discussions and whatnot over that in terms of their salaries, and they have there were 7 of them total, and they have all come to agreements. So for another year, let me pull up his numbers here. Of course, Alec Burleson, the Silver Slugger Award winner from last year. So his stats from 139 games last year, he was batting .290 with 26 doubles, 2 triples, 18 home runs, 69 RBIs, and his salary is set at $3.3 million. So for another year. So that's where we are when it comes to Burley. So another year as a Cardinal, and then we'll kind of see what happens after that.
All right, making the big bucks, $3.3 million. It's crazy. College football quarterbacks making more than Alec Burleson.
Yeah, but that DeMond guy signed for like $4 million.
And now he wants out. He got a better deal.
Yeah, that's
bigger name on the line.
$4 million. Come on. First of all, if you were an athlete in college, let's say you're coming out of high school and you're going to college. You know, the most exciting thing that could happen to you as an athlete would be to get a full scholarship, a full ride to go somewhere. You know, it didn't matter where, as long as you could get your schooling paid for. Now they're paying you to come to school, and you haven't taken a snap. Now, I'm not saying this guy hasn't, but what I'm saying is that there was some high school quarterback not too long ago that was, I want to say, signed with Alabama, and was making $1 million in NIL money before he ever took a snap.
Yeah, well, I mean, Bryce Underwood, the Michigan quarterback, he was making, I think, upwards of $6 or $7 million this season, and he was a true freshman. So
no wonder these players are entering the transfer portal and just bouncing around schools. They're getting paid ridiculous amounts of money.
It's not even that. I mean, I think we've just gone too far in the player empowerment thing to where it's just like, well, these guys deserve something too. Because, I mean, now, like, $4 million is not enough. Now it's like, well, I don't want to go to the Jets. It's like anybody would kill to play in the NFL, and now these people are so entitled, and they're just like, I don't want to go do it the hard way. I want to force my way to this team, and I think we've just gone too far in the wrong direction.
So if you were in charge of restructuring NIL to make it more sensible for players and for the schools, what would you change? What was your model?
I think you need a salary cap. I think that's a big one because, I mean, you got Virginia Tech who gets James Franklin and instantly gets a $20 million check to spend on football. I think it should just be even across the board like it is in the NFL. I don't know. I don't know how to figure out any of this stuff. I don't get paid enough to figure out this crap. It's ridiculous. I don't think they should be getting paid. I don't think they should get a free transfer unless like a coach gets fired. I think we've just gone too far. I liked where we were. That's me.
Well, I still think that they need to bring back the sit out a year transfer rule that they had implemented for forever ago, and then they got rid of it when COVID came around. And I just feel like let's say Cap transfers 2 times. You can transfer 2 times, and after that, if you decide to transfer, and especially if you're transferring because of money, then a percentage of whatever you make on that NIL goes to your previous school.
Well, it was brought up yesterday in the chat, gang. I forget who said it, but it's not going to go back to that because the Department of whatever Justice, maybe they overturned it in 2024. So there's no more sit out a year. Like that can't be undone.
Yeah, it can't be undone, but I feel like if you can limit how many transfers you can make in a college career, and after let's say after 2 or 3 or whatever the number is set, then you owe a percentage to your previous school when you leave.
Yeah, that's never going to happen.
I know, but you got to come up with something.
I think if we're going to pay these guys, it should all be incentive-based because I mean, it's happened here. It happens at every school where a donor writes a check like, hey, I want this guy. And then that guy doesn't pan out and he doesn't even end up playing. And then the donor's just sitting there empty-handed, just like, well, I want my money back then. Well, we can't give you your money back because we gave it to this guy. I think there should be a salary cap. I think none of these players should get paid just to go to the school. I think it's, hey, you need to play every game. There's no more opt-outs. Hey, you need to throw 20 touchdowns. Hey, you need to run for 1,000 yards to get $4 million freaking dollars. I think it should all be incentive based. You should just get paid to go to a school. We have to go into debt to get an education. They get a free ride and they get freaking $2 million.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. And I'm not arguing that. I think what you're saying is legit. That you might, because at that point, college football is just going to be a farming system.
I mean, yeah, and that's all it is now. I mean, you see this. Caton Hauser uses this place as a stepping stone to Illinois. Yep. Javante Connor uses it as a stepping stone for the SEC. And I don't have a problem with that, with how it's set up. But we're just a feeder system for them, and then they are just a feeder system for the NFL.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So at what point do you go, all right, the universities have got to stop coming to, alumni asking for money for this NIL thing if all they're going to do is make, for lack of a better term, bad investments.
Yeah, we see a lot of that,
with no
including
return.
Last night in Philadelphia. All right, we'll be right back on the other side of this break with Coach Hud. And also in hour number 3, we will have our guy, number 47, Rahjai Harris. Plenty more to come on Pirate Radio Live.
There's no better gift than the gift of confidence. At Beauty Bar Medi Spa, we'll help you glow all season long. From Botox, dermal fillers, to facials and advanced laser treatments, our expert team delivers results that make you feel radiant, refreshed, and holiday party ready. And the best part, your journey begins with a free consultation, personalized just for you. Don't wait. Call Beauty Bar Medi Spa today or book online. Beauty Bar Medi Spa, because glowing skin is always in season. Go Pirates!
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern has been serving the tech repair needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2006. And as one of the only Apple authorized service providers east of Raleigh, all our technicians are Apple certified, and we only use genuine Apple parts. Your iPhone and Mac warranties are safe with us. Have questions or need service? Call 252-558-1280 or visit us online at universitypccare.com. University PC Care, your one-stop shop for service on everything Apple.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and of course, all your favorites. Flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. Shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's J-Bone.
All right. Back with you, Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live. Thank you to Zach Kaplan, Danny Beal, Chandler joining me for Dog of the Day. Coming up, we're trying to hook up with Greg Hudson currently. We will get him on in just a moment. And coming up after this chat with Greg Hudson, we will have number 47, Rahjai Harris. But we got a little portal news from Max Olson. ECU star defensive lineman, led the team in sacks. Zion Wilson plans to enter the transfer portal. He had 10 tackles for loss, 7 sacks this season. He went through senior day ceremonies. I don't think he has any more eligibility, but he will be seeking an extension of eligibility to play one more season. The portal giveth, the portal taketh. It's nothing new. Who really cares? But Zion was a great player, man. Enjoyed covering him. Enjoyed talking to him before the season started, on media day, during the season, after games, and after practices, I guess we talked to him. But yeah, sucks to see him go, but let's just run through who we have through the portal currently. Central Florida defensive back Christian Peterson. Furman wide receiver Jakeith Hamilton. Florida International cornerback Ashton Lovells. University of Texas Rio Grande Valley tight end Ismail Smith Flores. North Texas running back Ashton Gray. North Texas wide receiver Landon Sides. Both of those guys joining their former offensive coordinator Jordan Davis from North Texas. And Northern Arizona guard Ethan Kramer, very versatile offensive lineman here. He's played all over the line throughout his college football career. App State tight end Cannon Hamlet, Minnesota defensive back Jalen Bowden, and former NC State UNLV Marshall running back Maggle Allen, by way of J.H. Rose High School, Greenville kid, coming home to East Carolina University. And we have Coach Hud on the Turner home team live line. Coach Hud, how you doing?
Doing good, man. How are you?
Doing great. Hope you had a happy holidays, happy new year. Glad we got you on the line to talk a little ECU football, a little college football playoffs. But first, where are you currently?
I'm in Indiana right now, getting ready to start going around the greater metropolitan United States here in about another week. So I'll be back down there probably end of January through the first week of February. So come in there and raise some hell.
All right. Well, ECU victorious once again in the Military Bowl this season, beating the Pitt Panthers. What were your thoughts on the game?
I thought it was really good. You know, with where Blake was, you know, this time last year and the program and winning those stretch of games that they did, and then to get into the bowl game last year, they really got to take that opportunity to change a lot of things and really start the 2025 season. And that bowl game and that prep, you know, springboarded them into a good fall camp and onto a hell of a season and then another bowl victory. You know, going to bowl games is so awesome. Winning bowl games is a hell of a lot better. And, you know, I can't say enough good things about what Blake has done with the football program as far as the excitement and winning. I mean, they're winning, they're playing exceptional defense, and they're opportunistic everywhere else. So it's fun to watch. It's finally a product that they're putting out there that's a lot of fun to watch. You're really expecting to win the football game when you're going in there, and that's huge for the mindset of the players and the fans and the whole athletic department. And when football's winning, everybody's happy.
Which bowl game win would you say is more impressive for Blake Harrell? Because the state game, you know, you mentioned rattle off the wins. He gets the job, plays an in-state rival, beats them. Or would it be this year where you have a very successful season, first 8-win season in a very long time, going after that 9th win, but you're kind of running a skeleton offense when you lose your running back, quarterback, wide receiver, tight end? Which would you say is more impressive?
I think this is because you're coming off, you know, they had everything to gain in the last one and nothing to lose from a mindset standpoint. With, you know, they were playing. It was NC State, so everybody was going to be jacked up. You know, the cheerleaders were fired up. They wanted to play, but to go a full season, have success, they earned it outright. They get to a bowl game, and I can tell you that prep was all for that bowl game, but it had 2026, you know, through its lens. So I think the whole culmination to be able to put a full season together, have a great bowl preparation, and then the chips fell where they may with what they had to work with offensively, which shows if you want to win, if they don't score, you're probably going to win the game, and that's what they're hanging their hat on. And as long as you have that, you know, there's nothing wrong with. You see these games right now, the championship games last week for the competitive ones, except for Indiana. You know, that's what you want of those close games, and that's the program, and that's what Blake has done. So I thought it was ultra impressive to have a full, successful season and then go win a bowl game. So it's really important.
A lot of impact players leaving the program. Caton Hauser, obviously, Jamarly Riddle, London Montgomery. You had guys that played in the bowl game like Riddle and Jamario McCrimmon as well. What were your thoughts on the opt-outs of Caton Hauser, London Montgomery, Yannick Smith?
That's part of the new normal. That's where, you know, you're hiring full-time, high-paid GMs, and, you know, that's their job not only to prepare for what's down the road for next year's roster, but they've got to be actively evaluating what's going on. Okay, you have a feeling what's going to happen. You've got a pulse on, okay, this guy might go, this guy might go, this guy might go. It's just like a graduating senior. You just got to, you got to replace them pretty fast. So I think the preparation, and now that the cycle's gone through a few times, people are catching up to the speed of everything. So nobody should be shocked when, your really good players at the Power Five are looking somewhere else to go. That's just the game that's being played right now. So you've got to be preparing for that to happen, and that's where at least you have 15 practices in bowl preparation, and you can't have a bunch of walkthroughs. You've got to develop your team in bowl practices. And I've been around the country and talked to a lot of guys, and I've watched how they practice and stuff like that. The teams that are winning are really working hard in practice. They're not having a bunch of, they're having their walkthroughs, but then they're practicing. You got to create calluses still in football, and you got to endure the whole season. And, when the opportunity knocks and you get a chance in a bowl game, when the guy ahead of you leaves, you got to produce. You can't go out there and lay an egg. So it's all in preparation, and you got to keep recruiting those players through the season. And, guy leaves, he leaves. And don't worry about the ones you don't have. Worry about the ones that you got, and that's how you win.
Coach, before we get into college football and NFL playoff matchups, you were a part of the Joe Moore Award. Indiana, Iowa, and Oregon were the finalists. Iowa ends up winning the award. What set them apart from the other two finalists?
They will physically beat your brains out when they get on you. They like Army last year, they take the blocking to a different level from a physicality standpoint. We have a cut up. I'll send it the clip. I'm telling you, when you watch it, if the line doesn't look like this when they're run blocking and how they're setting and getting after people, I don't know what you're doing. Football right now up front looks like sumo wrestling with helmets on. If it looks like sumo wrestling with a helmet on, it's bad. If it looks like the finalists that we had in the Joe Moore Award, those teams are winning. And ironically, the finalists outside of Iowa who won it, and they won it clearly, are in the playoffs. And it's been like that all the way through the award. The teams at the top have exceptional offensive lines. And I know at Indiana, having met with Signetti, he said it publicly, everything we do on offense runs through the offensive line. It's what they can do and how well they can do it, and then they branch out. And it's players first, formations next, then the plays. And once you do it in that order, you're going to be successful. You do it the wrong way, hey, I got a box full of plays, let's go find players for it, you're doing it backwards.
Coach Hud joining us on the Turner Home Team Live Line. Got our first of the semifinal matchups tonight, Verbo Fiesta Bowl between Ole Miss and Miami. Miami's a 3-point favorite. Who do you like there, and you got any relationships on either coaching staff?
Yeah, I know some of the guys, and I knew the head coach that was leaving, and from Ole Miss, Lane, and it's just neat to watch guys that you knew as younger coaches. As I'm sniffing on 60, you remember those guys as younger coaches coming up, and you see how well they've blossomed. And I've known Mario for a long time, and really got to know him when I was at Florida State, and he was down at FIU, and they would come up to visit. So. It's fun to watch the guys that and you know what they're coaching, you know how they coach, you know what their beliefs are and what they preach in football. And so I like to watch it through that lens, and then I see it on TV or on the game film that I have, and I really enjoy it. And it's going to be, I'll tell you, if I'm Ole Miss, I'm going to run that quarterback around the first quarter from sideline to sideline and try to get that Miami, Florida defensive line tired.
Oh yeah, Chambliss is crazy. Just the way they attacked Georgia, I didn't see that coming.
No, well, here's something for you to look through this lens. Probably about 7 or 8 years ago, there was at one point there were probably 13 defensive linemen at Alabama that were going to play in the NFL.
Yeah,
and it's probably a 2-year period. 13 of them. Now. There's not 13 of them. And it's the same thing that's happened at Georgia. So the portal and all the transferring and, the way they're paying the great players now, the biggest place that it's affected people is on the defensive line, because you can't pile up guys and stockpile them and get them ready for what they want to do and play in the NFL. They're going to see greener pastures because it is financially. So the one team holding all the cards with the defensive line, and that's why we won 1,000 years ago when I was there at East Carolina. You can say all you want about everything. We had 6 to 8 dudes on the defensive line that they were going to give you a problem. And the parity has happened on the defensive line, and that has made a huge difference. So I'm not surprised at all with what's happened to some of the SEC teams at all. Not at all.
Yeah, and I don't mind because I love this Final Four. It's refreshing to not see the same Ohio State, Georgia, Alabama, pencil in whoever for the 4th team. I love these matchups. But before we move on from that, Miami beating Ohio State. Like, me and Clip thought Ohio State was just going to roll through everybody and win again. What happened to Ohio State?
Well, look at their schedule and look at the first game they played and look at the last 2 games they played and how many points did they score? Were they under 21? It was when they played Texas, then they played Indiana, and then they played Miami, and they didn't do very well offensively. They were not one of our top teams in the award as far as our ranking. They really got better up front as an offensive line, and I think they underused them in the running game. The thing that struck me during the Miami game is in the first half, they hit a deep ball down the middle of the field, and they got a chance to really pound it home and get that score. And as soon as they got down there, what did they do? They threw that goofy screen that ends up a touchdown the other way. To me, as a coach and an evaluator, to me that says something. Why wouldn't? So the defense had to jog down the field, and they're pissed off and they're bummed out that they just gave up a bomb and they got to run 50, 60 yards downfield, get lined up and play defense with with their dauber down. Why wouldn't you run up and stick it right down their throat right there? As soon as that happened, I was like, I don't know what's going on in this game.
Yeah, that was a crazy one. What's the deal? Indiana's the only team to get a first-round bye to win these last 2 seasons. I think it's 1-7 now. What is it about getting the bye that these teams just look like they're slower?
I think it's preparation and the way they prepare. For a number of years, coaches would go around to the coaches that had won their bowl games after the old long layoff. Everybody wanted to know how to win the January 1 bowl with that long layoff. And the one guy they would ask is Coach Holt. And I can tell you, our bowl practice was spring practice. We were getting after it. I just said the word callous before. You've got to maintain those calluses you build up when you play football, especially in the front 7. You got to keep blocking. You got to keep tackling. And if you're just doing a bunch of helmets and no shoulder pads, or helmets and shoulder pads, but don't touch anybody, you're getting softer. You're not getting any better. And I think that's what happens. But that's my opinion.
All right, Coach Hud joining us on the Turner Home Team Live Line. Indiana and Oregon, 2 of these semifinalists for the Joe Moore Award. Who do you have in this one?
I'm going to stay with Indiana, even with the adage of it's tough to beat somebody twice in the same year. But I'm going to ride with them because I know what they're doing up front on the offensive line. I know what Oregon. I mean, there's 2 teams looking in the mirror at each other. Something about what Indiana does is they play great space limiting football. They limit your geometry on defense with the way they play their zone coverage. I ran it basically the same way. We were going to disrupt receivers. We were going to shrink the field, and they don't make mistakes. They know their play, they know their adjustment, and that's the key. That's why you see the checks they get into on offense are successful, and nobody's ever in a panic. If you see this from the sideline, if you see players out on the field and they got their arms out with their palms up like that look like, hey, give me a call, what's going on? Somebody's confused. You were not allowed to do that on defense that I was with. You just showing everybody up. They are on time. They know what to do, but then they know what adjustment to make, and that's critical. It also means that their offensive coordinator, their defensive coordinator doesn't have the Waffle House menu as his call sheet. something big, laminated with all those colors, and doing too many things. So I'm going to ride with Indiana, and I think, did I see on the news that Oregon's tailback is out?
I haven't seen anything about that, but that'd be big for Oregon.
He's a grown ass man.
Yeah,
6 foot 235. The backups are smaller guys, but I will give Oregon credit. Their offensive line is very physical. Watch when you watch that. Watch the number of times that Oregon offensive linemen are going after people. They're not standing around. Both teams, they are not standing around waiting to block somebody. They will just keep going after people.
One thing I do want to ask you, Fernando Mendoza has been phenomenal this year. His name is now brought up for the number 1 pick in the NFL draft. Do you think he will be successful? I mean, I look at him and it's kind of reminds me of Kirk Cousins, Matt Ryan a little bit.
No,
he'll
be successful.
Yeah,
I mean, there's traits in people that are successful at that quarterback position, and they're very mature, they're very smart. That position is probably the hardest thing in sports, except hitting the slider. You know, being an NFL quarterback with all that information, and then take the defensive film that you've been used to seeing in college and put it on fast forward, because that's how fast things are going to be. You have to process information, and you got to do it as fast as ever. And those smart guys are going to be able to figure it out. And he's a mature guy. He's got a purpose in his life. I like everything about him, and I really hope that they keep running.
Before we let you go, we're up against it. NFL playoffs. The Steelers and the Texans play Monday night. I know you have a relationship with Mike Tomlin. He hasn't had much success in the playoffs lately. Do you think this is the year they finally win another one? Another playoff game, that is.
Absolutely. I'm gonna say this is it's the most I think anybody's seen Aaron Rodgers smile.
Yeah.
After a game, and if that's happening, and they did it without their receivers. 2 of the receivers were out, weren't they?
Yeah, DK was suspended, and I know DK Metcalf was suspended.
Are they back?
Yeah, he'll be back.
Oh, yeah, I'm going with the Steelers. They're going to play in honor of the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette that officially closed their doors, I think, today or yesterday.
Wow. We just interviewed a guy from there before the bowl game.
Yeah. Did he send you his resume?
No, I didn't know they were closing.
Yeah, that's a bummer. That's one of the longest running newspapers in the country, and they're shutting their doors.
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, Coach Ho, we appreciate you, man. We'll get back up with you next Thursday, and you'll be talking to Clip again, so that'll be more fun.
All right. Take care, guys. Go Pirates.
Yes, sir. Thank you. That was Greg Hudson on the Turner Home Team Live Line. Let's take a break. On the other side, you'll hear from my chat with Rahjai Harris, number 47, Mr. 1%, the former East Carolina running back. Got that and a lot more on the other side of this break. Don't go anywhere for more Pirate Radio Live.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson, with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen in Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty, because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021. For a roof that's built to last and service you can trust, the Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie.
If you're hungry for a great steak with honest-to-goodness flavor, head over to Larry's Steakhouse, open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m., serving up hand-cut, aged ribeyes, tender grilled salmon, bold grilled shrimp, and juicy grilled pork chops, all right off the flame. Pile your plate high with a 25-item salad bar. Try one of our hearty daily lunch specials. Larry's Steakhouse, good food, good folks, and a good time. Located at 2800 East 10th Street across from the old Highway Patrol Station. Call 751-6510 for takeout and reservations. Larry's Steakhouse.
The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. Doug Henry of Greenville is under new management with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Come on down and purchase the vehicle of your dreams today at Doug Henry of Greenville. Right on the corner, right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville. Go Pirates!
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
Fat Wraps have officially returned to Wings Over Greenville for a limited time only. And to celebrate, Wings Over is giving fans an exclusive deal starting now through February 1st. Use promo code FATWRAP25 to get 25% off your first Fat Wrap. Make sure to download the Wings Over app and join the Frequent Flyer Club, where you can earn points, unlock exclusive deals, and redeem for free food. And if you're a first-time user, get free tenders just for signing up. Download the Wings Over app today or order now at wingsover.com. Wings Over, they deliver.
Russell's is a full-service clothing store for both men and women. Family-owned and operated in historic downtown Washington for 41 years. This is Rhonda from Russell's, and we visit the country's largest markets to bring you quality clothing at affordable prices. From the finest in men's suits, sports coats, and accessories to fashionable dresses, tops, and jewelry for the women. Our attention to every detail means personal service and in-house alterations. Give Russell's a try. You, our pirate friends and customers at Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Are you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208516.
This is Keaton Mitchell, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese, biscuits, and country food around. They're open every day, and they have 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's J-Bone.
All right, back with you. Hour number 3, Pirate Radio Live. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday evening, afternoon, whatever you want to call it. I know you got a lot of great things, important things going on in your life. We appreciate you making us a part of it. Thanks to Zach Kaplan, Danny Beal, Greg Hudson joining me on the show. Thanks to my buddy Chandler sitting by my side for the first hour and a half, doing a little dog of the day, giving some underdog picks. But now, it's for the time for the main event. Save the best for last. Rahjai Harris, our guy, number 47, got the chance to get up with him earlier today, talk about the bowl game, talk about Marlon Gunn, how important he was to this team, and a lot more. Here is my chat with Rahjai Harris. Rahjai, how you doing, man?
I'm blessed, man. I can't complain. How about yourself?
Doing great. Hope you had a Merry Christmas with the family, man.
I appreciate it, man. You vice versa, man. You vice versa. I appreciate that.
All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Military Bowl victory once again for the Pirates, beating the Pitt Panthers in Annapolis. What were your thoughts on the game just initially?
Man, it was a great game, man. It honestly was, man. Defense not bothering like they've been doing all year, man. And, man, I honestly couldn't tell, man, that was our second-string quarterback out there, man. He went out there, man. He was brave the whole game. He took some hits, man. He made some great throws, man. And he put the Pirates in position to win, man. I got nothing but love. Shout out to them guys, man, that won that game, man, and did it, with all the adversity they were facing, man. So big shout out to the Pirates.
Yeah, shout out to Chasten. You kind of figure the defense is going to play the way they've played all season. All Chasten had to do was make the passes he needed to, and he hit Anthony Smith for 2 long bombs. But what really impressed me was that stretch where Marlon Gunn's touchdown gets taken back, and then there's a turnover for a touchdown, and the team never lost their composure. A true freshman at quarterback, he doesn't hang his head. He gets right back in there and throws a long touchdown pass.
Yeah, man. So you see stuff like that, man, and you just think like, dang, this guy got a very, very bright future. You know what I'm saying? You go in a game like that, man. You go to things like that, man. You see, man, who's really for you. You know what I'm saying? And you see people for their true colors, man. And that's exactly, man, what he did. Man, he went out there and balled, man, with all the pressure on him. But man, I tell people all the time, man, pressure is a privilege. You know what I'm saying? He went out there and he did exactly what he was supposed to do, man. So shout out to him.
Yeah, and that Marlon Gunn touchdown getting taken back. Shirley, can we play? I talked to Marlon Gunn earlier in the week, and I asked him about it. I want to play what he said before I get your thoughts on it. So here's Marlon on that long touchdown that got taken back.
I really didn't even realize that they hadn't even called it back until after all the celebration I hadn't did. I'm all the way halfway down the sideline. I'm like, hold on, why like kickoff ain't about to go out there? Like I just scored that. And then Ty Johnson, he come telling me, he like, hey, that ain't count. And that's when my face went like, what? Like, ain't no way I just did that and that ain't count. So it's just, it's just a lot of emotions going through my head. And it's like, at a moment like that, you can't lose, you know what I'm saying? You can't lose your composure. It's like, because then that take you out of your game completely. And you just, you know what I'm saying? You just not locked in no more. So just being able to keep my composure, which I've learned over the years, like, every action doesn't need a reaction. So I'm like, we just go out there and just finish the game, and the fumble happens, and then, like I say, 2 plays later, Ant goes score. So I'm like, hey, let's go celebrate with him. Like, you can't just be down about it. Hey, let's go be happy, because, at the end of the day, something special could come out of this game, which it ended up happening. So, I was just happy regardless.
That just shows what a great teammate is, where he doesn't really even care that his touchdown got taken back as long as Anthony Smith scored. But the funny part was he's just sitting on the sideline like, man, why's the offense going back out there? Where's kickoff? Rahjai, what were your thoughts on that run and the whistle?
Oh, man, that's so ridiculous, man. You watching something like that, man, and you talking about a whistle from the ref. Man, who heard that whistle?
Yeah.
I don't know. You watch that game, watch the highlights. Man, the full game. I'm watching the game. Man, ain't nobody hear no whistle, man. And you go back to plays like North Texas last year. You feel me? Them plays right there, you might get a whistle in and stuff like that. But, man, that run right there was unbelievable. You feel me?
Yeah, it's crazy because that's 2 bowl games in a row where that's happened, because Chad Stevens had that touchdown on the state fumble, and they blew a whistle on that one. So it's just crazy. We go to Military Bowl back-to-back years, and the same thing happens.
They're trying to screw the Pirates, huh?
Yes, sir.
Nothing new. It ain't nothing new, my God. They got to try harder than that, though, most definitely.
I also talked to Marlon Gunn just about, he comes in, he's got you and Keaton ahead of him, and just what he learned from that. Just speak on your relationship with Marlon Gunn. He said that you guys talked throughout the whole season almost every day.
Yeah, man, it was deeper than just teammates for sure. That was more like a brother to me, you know what I'm saying? And still is a brother. He's the type of guy that met my kids, my family. So, man, it's really deeper than football, with our relationship. But, I can speak so much on Marlon, man, just about his character, how goofy he is, how he's a respectful young man, how he's a great football player. But just honestly, man, he's just a humble beast. He waited his turn. He listened to us. We gave him positive feedback. I listened to him, vice versa. But, man, it's just one of them guys, man, that just waited his turn, man, and he ended the perfect way, man, for sure.
Yeah, and East Carolina losing a lot in that running back room. London Montgomery entering the portal. Marlon graduating. But they are keeping DeJuan Lacey, I know for sure. And I think TJ Engelman will be back as well. Yep. But they've been hitting the portal hard, man. They got Ashton Gray. He's following Jordan Davis, new offensive coordinator from North Texas. Had a great bowl game. And just a while ago, about the last hour, they got Michael Allen from J.H. Rose. He's played at NC State, UNLV, and Marshall. Have you been keeping up with the Pirates action in the transfer portal?
Yeah, I have, man. So Michael, I hosted him on one of his officials when he was leaving NC State, man. So just seeing him go back to his hometown is definitely something positive, man, for him and his family, man, because they're from Greenville area, man. So that's just something good. But yes, I'm seeing some of the guys that's coming in, man. Definitely don't know none of them, but we'll be sure to meet all the commitments and stuff like that. But man, I'm just excited. I'm excited like I am every year, man, because every year is a new team and new opportunities, man. So can't wait to see Coach Harold lead them guys to another big season.
Yeah, and we've seen like some skill position guys come in, like Parker Jenkins and Jaquez Petaway this year, never really find their footing. And Jordan Davis brings Ashton Gray and Landon Sides with him. How important is it when transferring to go somewhere where you're familiar with the system?
Oh, man, it's very important, man, because them guys coming for a reason. You feel what I'm saying? They know the system. They know the plays, and they know how to win. You feel what I'm saying? North Texas has always been a good school. There was a good team when I was playing. It was a good team last year, man. So they definitely got some chemistry right there, and I'm just glad they're coming over here to the Pirates.
All right, Rahjai joining us on the Turner Home Team Live Line. Rahjai, you been keeping up with the college football playoffs?
Not really, man. But I'm telling you one thing: Miami's a good team. Ole Miss is a good team, and I cannot wait to watch that game.
Oh yeah, tonight at 7:30. Is it kind of crazy to you that it's kind of a fresh look? I mean, Oregon's kind of always been around there, but Indiana, Ole Miss, Miami, no real like blue bloods that we're used to seeing in Ohio State, Georgia, Notre Dame. Is it crazy to see these four teams in the finals?
It is, man, but then you just go back and look at all the transfer portal guys and stuff like that, man. You got guys everywhere nowadays, man. So now just watching this and now just understanding that, because that's just what it's going to be for the next couple of years, man, with college football. So everybody's going to be good, man, and, it just is what it is nowadays, man.
Yes, sir. Rahjai, your 49ers are in the playoffs. They'll be going to Philadelphia this Sunday. How far do you think they can make it?
Man, we've been battling adversity all year, man, and these guys, man, just been playing as a group all year, man. So happy to see it, man. I'm not sure how far we can go, man. We just got to worry about this week coming up, man, and just handle business, man, 1 week at a time. And I think we can. We got some leaders on that squad, man. We got some sneaky guys out there, man, that can really play ball. So if we continue to just play as a team, then we'll continue to grow and continue to win.
All right, Rahjai, before we let you go, just give us a little update. Know you're always working hard and training. You've been to some camps in the last couple months. I believe the UFL draft is coming up. You hearing anything?
Yeah, man, the draft is coming up. My name is in there, man, and I'm going to let God just be God, man. Been hearing some positive stuff that's kind of just going to keep between me and agent, man, but definitely going to be looking to get back on that field real soon, man.
Yes, sir. Rahjai, we are always going to be supporting you here at Pirate Radio, and we know whenever you get that opportunity, man, you're going to outwork everybody and be really successful. So we appreciate you joining us today, and we're looking forward to see what's next for you, man.
Most definitely, man. I appreciate you, man. Have a blessed one.
All right, there was Rahjai Harris on the Turner Home Team Live Line, man. Any team in the UFL, draft that man. I don't care if you don't even have a roster built yet. Just go ahead, get that guy as the cornerstone, because he's more than a running back. He's just a great person to have on your team, in the locker room. Good God, man. All right, there we go. Don't touch the mic the rest of the show. We got 25 minutes. If I touch this mic, it might go haywire. All right, but yeah, Rahjai Harris, man, great guy, great player. Looking forward to see what's coming up for him next. Let's go ahead and take a break. We'll come back and talk a little everything, man. I already brought up the Stephen A. Smith talking about Dante Moore should return to Oregon to avoid playing for the Jets. That got my blood boiling. Another thing I saw on First Take as I was sitting here doing show prep, I want to talk about, because Jerry Jones just can't help himself. I'll save the rest for the next segment, but this guy's an idiot. We'll have that and much more on the other side of this break. Don't go anywhere. More Pirate Radio Live coming to you next.
We all have seniors in our life who may need a little extra help with technology. University PC Care's Quick Helps are affordable, in-store, short appointments designed for seniors who may need a little TLC to help with setting up a new computer, help with email or passwords, or help with the latest online scam. They don't need to fear technology anymore. Call 252-558-1280 to schedule an in-store Quick Helps appointment for Greenville or New Bern. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it? Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team. We buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no-obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting pirates.
There's no better gift than the gift of confidence. At Beauty Bar Medi Spa, we'll help you glow all season long. From Botox, dermal fillers, to facials and advanced laser treatments, our expert team delivers results that make you feel radiant, refreshed, and holiday party ready. And the best part, your journey begins with a free consultation, personalized just for you. Don't wait. Call Beauty Bar Medi Spa today or book online. Beauty Bar Medi Spa, because glowing skin is always in season. Go Pirates!
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates!
Miss Shirley, play my dad's commercial now.
Okay, Lincoln, you got it.
Looking for the best ride on 4 wheels? I'm Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts in Greenville. From parts to sales to service, we've got you covered with E-Z-Go, Club Car, and rugged utility carts ready to roll. Locally owned and operated, we'll even deliver right to you. Come see me on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School, or visit 360golfcarts.com.
360 Golf Carts, pirates supporting pirates. Arr!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear was super easy to work with when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit University Sportswear, ENC.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
This holiday season, give yourself the gift of a brighter, healthier smile at Michaels & Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. From routine cleanings to cosmetic services, our caring team is here to help you shine for every photo, party, and family gathering. Michaels & Gateway combines gentle, family-friendly care with the latest technology to keep you confident all year long. Start the year smiling. Call today or visit us online to schedule your appointment. Michaels & Gateway Family Dentistry, spreading cheer one smile at a time. From our family to yours, Merry Christmas.
This is Touchdown Tony Collins, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Are you in the market for a member focused local credit union or making a switch from your existing one? Then explore First Flight Credit Union with branches across Eastern North Carolina where all residents are membership eligible. First Flight members experience in-person service, competitive savings and loan rates. Everything from automobile, boat, and home loans, First Flight has you covered. Stop by one of their local branches today and visit efirstflight.com. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's J-Bun.
All right, Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you, Jackson. Did he say 150 years, Chuck, about Budweiser?
Yes, sir.
Looking at the graphic on our screen, hearing that, I got an hour 20 minutes, and I'll be at the local watering hole playing a little trivia. Looking forward to it. But Jerry Jones, Jamie says Chandler Jerry Jones, Honeycutt calling in. No, Chandler was on the show. If he wasn't going to be on the show for the first hour or so, I would have had him call in as Jerry Jones, because what Jerry Jones said is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, what everything he says is absolutely ridiculous. But
I want me some glory hole.
That's probably the least ridiculous thing he said, honestly. So he came out today. He said his goal before he retires is to retire as the owner who has won the most Super Bowls. He has 3. Robert Kraft has 6 in the last 20. Jerry Jones is 83 years old. He'd be lucky to win 1 before he dies, let alone win 4 before he retires. How can you continue? The things that is damning this team are the things he continually does. He continues to say I want to make this a soap opera. I want it to be dramatic. I want the Cowboys to always be in the news cycle, and he has done a great job at that, and it has made him billions of dollars. But at what point do you put the money making aside and say hey, let's actually win some football games. Let's actually be a serious franchise for once in the last 30 years. I mean, every team in the NFC has played in a conference championship since 1996, except for the Dallas Cowboys, the freaking Detroit Lions, the Arizona Cardinals, the Carolina Panthers, these bottom feeding teams, the Falcons, who can't get out of their own way many times in the last 30 years, the Giants, who even when they won the Super Bowl, they were the worst team in the playoffs. How is this team still called America's team? They stink. They're not I think Dak Prescott is a really good quarterback, but the fact that he has gotten 10 years and nothing to show for, that is another one. Jamie says, is he even human? He looks like the old guy from Poltergeist. As a movie guy, it's crazy. I've never seen Poltergeist. But maybe it's the old age, but he does look like a lizard. Let's be honest. But if these lizard people are successful, they run the world, for God's sake. If Jerry Jones was a lizard, he'd at least have a couple more Super Bowls in the last 30 years. Takes.
I'm just still stunned that you haven't watched Poltergeist.
Oh, well, there's a lot more on the list. I just got around to Goodfellas.
Hey, Poltergeist. Well, the character that is being referred to was actually in the second or third iteration of Poltergeist.
The second or third, the sequel,
yes,
or
yes,
a reboot.
No, it was not a reboot. It was a sequel.
Okay.
2 and 3, I believe, were sequels, and I believe the character's name was Kane, but he was frightening individual when he knocks on the door. When you first see him in the movie, he is terrifying.
After seeing Jerry Jones in Landman, maybe he should hang up football ownership and go into acting. But then again, knowing what we know about Jerry Jones and seeing him in Landman, I don't think it was acting.
I've got a conspiracy theory that him being a quote unquote Dallas Cowboys fan is an act.
He's the owner. Who cares about fandom?
Well, here's my thing with it. If you really come out and say that you want to win 4 Super Bowls, then why are you still leading the team the way you are? You clearly see that there's a winning recipe out there with all these other teams. Like you said, all of these other NFC teams have been in a conference championship game since 1996, except for Dallas.
Well,
so why not actually try to do something like what...
in his defense, this is the only thing I would defend Jerry Jones on. All those other teams, their owner is not the general manager. And Jerry Jones is and that's the problem. But if I'm going to invest all this money in a team, I'm going to make the decision. I'm going to be the general manager. And it's the only time... Now, here's where I'll go at him. The only times where he's not making the decisions is when he hands it over to his doofus son, Stephen Jones. And if you hate Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones has to be at the top of your S list more than Jerry Jones. Stephen Jones is the biggest doofus in the NFL. And that's even talking about Mark Davis and the Mara family and the Johnsons who own the Jets. They have time to make vaccines, but not invest money into their football team.
Right. My whole thing is, though, there's no way he actually cares about this team like he says he does. Because if he did, something good would have happened at this point. You look back at all of the success that all these other franchises had, like you were saying. Even the Giants, when they were the worst team in the playoffs, still find a way to win. And yet the Cowboys still can't do it. I'm fully convinced that right before Jerry Jones ends up probably passing away in that office, right before he does, he's going to come out with the biggest plot twist of them all and be like, I intentionally was tanking just for the headlines. That's the level of ridiculous this has gotten with the Cowboys.
I think the YouTube chat has updated to where all these usernames are weird now, but I think this is Mike P. Fun fact, the old guy from Poltergeist is now a mayor in Tennessee. Jamie says, no way he's alive. His name's Kane. Glenn Jacobs, formerly Kane in World Wrestling Federation, is now the mayor of Knox County, Tennessee, Jamie. That's what he's referring to. That was funny. He was also in an episode of Miami Vice. Yeah, it's good stuff. Have y'all? Speaking of movies, has anybody seen anything good? Because I saw 2 movies over the break that I would like to talk about. Shirley, you seen anything?
I have not been to the movies in a while.
Seen anything at the house?
No, I saw the first episode of season 5 of Stranger Things, and I have not been able to watch the rest of it because, unfortunately, the holidays involved me moving out of my house and moving into a new place.
Yeah, same here.
So I did not have a chance. I have been so busy, and football season really just kept me busy for months on end. So I have not had any time to literally watch any TV.
I'm glad I stopped watching Stranger Things because the discourse on Twitter has just been so GD annoying where it's just I can't stand it. I don't want it.
Why are you saying...
it's just everybody acts like it needs to be the greatest thing in the world, and if it's just okay, that's fine.
Right.
Yeah. Everything nowadays is either the greatest thing ever or the worst thing ever. We've lost the in-between. But
okay,
my criticism, the stuff I've seen on Twitter, they put hundreds of millions of dollars into this, and everything looks garbage. It looks like a T-Mobile commercial. like how it is shot just looks terrible. Just how it looks. I haven't seen it. I don't know the story. The story could be amazing, but just how it looks from somebody who watches a lot of movies and shows, it looks terrible. Just visuals.
Well, the visuals, it's intended to look that way because that's what it would have been at that time period.
Well, no, I'm not talking about that. When they're fighting the monster, there's a big the monster looks phenomenal. They clearly put all the money into that. But then it just, you could tell they're standing at a green screen.
Yeah, he's talking about just the general overall blending of it all.
Because I don't think the 80s come into effect in this alien world that they're in.
No. The aliens showed up in the 80s.
Okay.
Not the other way around.
Jackson, you seen anything?
No, I haven't. I'm probably going to catch up while I'm recovering this weekend from my procedure.
Yep.
So,
okay. Well, I saw Avatar: Fire and Ash. It was obviously very long, but it was visually amazing. James Cameron is one of the best filmmakers of all time. Mm-hmm. When I walked out, I only thought of the negatives, and I was kind of disappointed, but then I sat on it, and that might be one of the greatest third acts I've ever seen in anything. And then I saw Marty Supreme twice. Marty Supreme, it's great. It's probably Timothée Chalamet is probably going to win Best Actor of the Oscars. It's not the best movie of the year. I think One Battle After Another is that. But I love this movie so much. Like I said, I saw it twice. It's entering Jaws territory where I can just watch it endlessly, and I think it is one of the best movies ever made. It will hold up forever. It's set in 1952 New York. Some of the I don't even know anything about ping pong, and it is some of the greatest sports sequences I've ever seen in a movie. Yeah. You watch these football.
The whole movie's about ping pong?
No, it's about sacrifice and doing whatever it is to achieve your dreams.
Yeah.
And the ending is very relatable because you have these dreams, you have these goals, and at the end of the day, they don't matter. Okay. Right? Well, once you achieve it, it's always what's next. Accomplishing your goals and achieving your dreams is kind of unfulfilling. And at the end, he has a kid, and he realizes, this is all that matters. And it's all the ping pong stuff, being the greatest in the world, being this, and that, having sex with the hottest women in the world. None of that matters. It is all about just having a child and being a family man and taking care of other people.
Okay.
It's the greatest thing, one of the greatest things I've ever seen. I love that movie so much.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though, I'm really looking forward to the slate of movies that are coming out this year, specifically with I'm a huge Marvel fan, and with all of the Doomsday stuff slowly coming out, and Marvel finally getting it right with their trailers about how
I think it's going to be trash. I think like it should have ended with Endgame because they make this crap for 4 years and they know it's crap because now they're just like, oh yeah, that stuff doesn't matter. Doomsday's going to pick up at the end of Endgame.
My whole thing is with it though is I've always loved the more street-based stuff. Like I really loved Netflix's Daredevil, and when they brought it back, I really enjoyed watching that again. Or their Punisher and their Defender series back in the day, and the fact that all of those are now possibly being brought back, where it's more grounded. It's that darker side, that grittier side, where it shows that not everything is sunshine and rainbows like it is in most of the Avengers movies. Like it's not all jokes.
I just don't know like how, like I said with Stranger, how it's going to look, because like they talk about the budget and like, okay, all that stuff's not going to the effects and how it's going to look visually. It's going to Chris Evans and Chris Hemsworth and Tony Stark. Like it's going to all these guys, but I don't know. Could be good. Dune 3 is going to be awesome. Spielberg's back. Hopefully he can put out one. The last 3 have been terrible. Christopher Nolan's back. Great slate of movies coming up this year. Platoon is great, Jamie. Let's take a break. We'll come back, wrap up the show. It's been a great one, but you're not going to want to miss the ending. Ending's even better. Join us for the wrap up of today's edition of Pirate Radio Live right after this.
Avast Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. 2026 has set sail and a new year means new gear. Take advantage of our end-of-year markdowns. You'll find major deals all throughout the store through the month of January. And don't forget, January means out with the old and in with the new. Loyal and bold, we'll buy your guns and gold. Start your year smart by trading treasures with us. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
In Pitt County, everyone's a college student. At every age, at every stage of life, from every part of the county. They're parents and police officers. They're nurses who work nights. They're hairstylists and handymen. They come from every walk of life. And they're all getting ahead without taking on loads of debt. Continuing education at Pitt Community College, where everyone's a college student.
Flatlands Jessup Insurance Group is not your typical insurance company. We're a family-run, independently owned agency that's been trusted throughout eastern North Carolina since 1963. For 60 years, we've proudly served local communities with a passion for customer service that goes beyond simply meeting expectations. My father understood the importance of rolling up his sleeves and going to work to find solutions for his clients, and our team today understands it too. If you contact one of our 6 offices, rest assured that we'll treat you like family, not just a client. Flatlands Jessup Insurance Group, your whole world covered.
Looking for your new favorite hangout? Come on down to Fish Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room in downtown Greenville, where the drinks are cold, the food is fire, and the fun never stops. Check us out every night at 7 for our special events. Tuesday night is Singo, Wednesday Hollywood Trivia, Thursday's Kahoot Night, and Fridays is Tunes and Taps starting at 7 p.m. Don't miss Yappy Hour, Thursday through Saturday, 4 to 7, where we serve up half-priced apps from the toolbox. Make sure to check out our new menu, featuring the taco wrap, North Carolina Cowboy flatbread, and buffalo loaded chips. Check out our Facebook page for more information. Fish Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room, where good times are always on tap.
When it comes to building or remodeling your home, every detail matters. Hi, this is Kathy Herring with KDL Construction, and we believe great design begins with careful planning and ends with flawless execution. With open communication and a true partnership mindset, we guide you through every step, turning your vision into reality. Our goal, to deliver more than a building project. We create an experience that is seamless, stress-free, and inspiring. Visit KDLConstructionLLC.com to start your transformation today. KDL Construction, your vision, our craft.
Winter is here, but Stroud's Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Strouds Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
And may I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
This is Ethan Norby, left-handed pitcher for the ECU Pirates, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was a mixed day for the stock market. The Dow was up 270 points and closed at 49,266. The NASDAQ, however, dropped 104 points and finished at 23,480. The S&P rose just half a point and finished at 6,921. That is your Wells Fargo Advisor Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into the show. Here's J-Bone.
All right. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you, Jackson. Great show today. Appreciate everybody tuning in, listening wherever you are in the world. Thanks to Zach Kaplan for joining us. Thank you to Danny Beal. Thanks to Greg Hudson, Rahjai Harris, and of course my good buddy Chandler Honeycutt joining us on the show today. Tomorrow we got an even better show, jam-packed, loaded. We'll kick off, immediately with a guest, Tony Sakala. I'll figure out how to pronounce it before I start the interview. We will talk to him previewing Sunday's matchup between the East Carolina Pirates and the UAB Blazers in Minges Coliseum. Also talk to him a little bit about Alabama football. Tomorrow we will be 239 days away from East Carolina and Alabama kicking off the season in Tuscaloosa. Also on the show tomorrow, we got Tony Dunn, Panther C3 podcast, Brandon Golden of The Brandon Golden Show, Morgan Ehlers, and Alex Harper as well. We'll be picking all the games, Indiana, Oregon, and every playoff game coming up in Super Wild Card Weekend. It was a good one. Thanks to everybody. Tomorrow we'll be wrapping up a great week of the Bone Zone here on Pirate Radio Live. Thanks everybody once again. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive